Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of ages, and all the shit that I fucked up my own saying. Have you ever had a dream where that they did you so much that you could do anything?
Did you just have a stroke on air?
I think he did.
No, that's right.
Do you smell cinnamon?
What your brain just did, bro. Your brain just fucking melted. Oh, that chuckling in the background is the last standing Simone. Big Rig, Nick Utam.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am vaxxed, waxed, and fully Bluetooth compatible. I'm ready to go.
Baby, let's do it.
Damn, bro. Party time. And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
I am none of those things.
Well said. So, folks, tonight is a very special night. It is the last night of Robot Jeff. We're getting a new setup. It should have been here today. It'll be here for next week's show. So expect better audio quality, and they're upping our game across the board here at World Class Bullshitters. So get excited, spread the word. We got ideas. We got the time. We have the tools. We're going to make it happen. Now, tonight, folks, we're going to have a fun show.
Did we get $6 million? What happened?
We'll talk. We might have become flush with Uncle Elon money, so we're now $6 million men.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Do our rockets land themselves?
Yeah. Do we have shitty Saturday Night Live writers putting our jokes together for us?
Beyond brand.
Rough.
That was
How
rough.
bad was it?
They did a Wario sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the picture of that. I was like, oh man, no,
It was. I see. I tuned in because I wanted to be the beginning. Because as you know, I've been on the Doge train since before it was even a full cent, and I'm like, all right, let's see where it's gonna go. Let's see what's gonna happen here. You know, big excitement. Well, because it was Mother's Day, they had Miley Cyrus on there, fucking warbling like a fucking strangled cat for about 6 minutes, while all the cast members had their moms on there for terrible jokes. And then Elon came out, and I'm like, all right, here we go to the moon. And he is extremely awkward because it's Elon Musk. He's delivering material that was written for him, not just him talking to himself and how he does things. And then Mama Musk, who came out because it was Mother's Day, killed Dogecoin because, one, there's a reason why she was a model and not an actress. I would say that this woman, if she tried to be an actress, would be worse than Brie Larson. That's saying a lot. Just go watch that. Go watch that. So then she makes her big joke, and they finally mentioned Dogecoin, and she said, I can't wait to see what my Mother's Day's gift is. Something to that effect, as long as it's not Dogecoin. Womp, womp. And so that market began to crash. And, Then later there was a couple other jokes. There was some weird sketch where Elon Musk was like a teacher or something, and all these people were pretending to be kids. And I'm just like, no, this isn't working. You can't have a bunch of 40-year-olds pretending they're like 8. It doesn't work. Stop it. Just stop. And that's why I realized I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I haven't watched Saturday Night Live consistently since like 1997 for a reason.
Yeah, I am uncomfortable just hearing about the episode, so I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, don't. The bits and pieces I caught in and out, I was just like, this is just fucking terrible.
Oh God!
I still made plenty of money because I was in on the ground floor.
So what I meant.
Wait, hold on. Before we start, ladies and gentlemen, WCBS are not financial advisors.
That's true.
just to go ahead and put a nail in that coffin.
That Dr. Coffin now?
Sure.
So, folks, tonight we're going to have a fun show. In light of all the drama and stuff that ended the High Council this week, we want to bring the fandom menace back to what made it awesome. It was fun. It's meant to be fun. It always is meant to be fun. And WCBS has always been fun. Clearly, you guys are here each and every week. We bring the fun. We bring the games. You guys bring yourselves. And so I'm going to be bringing that to the High Council and just fandom menace stuff in general, because we all enjoy each other and we want to have a good time. So as the community keeps growing, as we keep taking it in new directions, it started off as a group of people very upset by The Last Jedi and the way big corporations treated us. And now we've evolved into people who are making our own stuff. So It's an interesting community to follow, but we always have to have fun, and that's first and foremost. That's the most important part of it all, is just to give the audience an escape, a freedom from all this shit. So that's what this show will be, and tonight, very special episode to just, you know what, kick back and have fun. We have a handful of new buttons. One's gonna really, 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 really change the show's landscape forever, and yeah. So tune in on Tuesday. There will be a high council, and until then, folks, let's get ready for WCBS episode 265, Dion.
Let's do it.
So, first off, let me take care of something. We had a few new patrons over the last couple of weeks, and while I get that list up, over on Patreon, we have just uploaded Buffalo Jeff reads The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. So, folks, if you grew up with that book, Buffalo Jeff has now read it for you. And
that's such a nice little book, too.
It was.
Yeah. What are you going to do? The Giving Tree next? You're going to ruin that one, too?
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? You want another one?
Hurt in your voice. Goddamn.
Folks, we know Kendo's weak spot. It's The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. That'll be the next book Buffalo Jeff reads. Now that I found out how to get them on Amazon real cheap.
Downer of an ending, too. Like, this tree just gives and gives and gives, and this little peckerhead kid just fucking keeps taking without ever asking anything back. And then the fucking tree is gone. And he's sitting there going, man, I wish I would have done something nice for that tree. It's an allegory, people. It's a metaphor and advice to live by. Stop taking from the tree. Or, well, people in your life. That's, I think, what it's supposed to stand in for. But
yes,
fucking
please.
Kid.
Well, let's be in the mood of giving right now. So let's give some thanks to our newest patrons. First off, we had Eagle Face 182. I also want to thank Darth Fatass for upping his pledge. We also have Sawdog for joining our top Patreon tier as well. We also have Kaylin Webb and Shock and Funk, excuse me. So,
Jeff,
again,
the video I uploaded, is it going up as well?
Oh, that'll be up. Yeah, I'm going to upload it tomorrow. What do you want to tell the audience what they're going to get?
Yes, it is. It is a special. It's a super short video I took real drunk about 5 years ago when we actually got Tony Todd's real phone number and prank called him.
Yeah. Now, folks, that's me prank calling the Candyman. So if you want to see us in action before there was a world-class bullshitters, this was a few months before the show started.
Oh God,
it was antics back then.
Well, good thing. Well, here's a good thing. I got a new car, so that's also good.
Oh yeah. So, folks, we also over on Patreon we uploaded The Hangover. And we'll have another one of those this Sunday. So make sure you guys have your questions, anything you want us to talk about over there. You can give us recommendations. And I'm going to sit down and read a lot of the inbox stuff over on Patreon this week. So thank you for everyone who's sent us some messages. I'm looking forward to the correspondence. Now, guys, tonight we're going to talk about a little bit of our childhood in some of the craziest ways. So, Dion, I'm going to ask you, since we're the closest in age, and I know the answer is yes, but Pokemon cards, remember them, and how did you feel about them?
I wasn't a big Pokemon card guy. I was a Digimon kid back then. But I was aware of the show. I liked the show for a little bit. Wasn't into Pokemon cards, but man, all my friends were crazy into them. I remember the Pokemon card craze for sure. It was fucking nuts.
Nick, what about you?
I never got into my brother did. I think he's still like searching our house in Tennessee for like his old stack of cards that are like hidden in some wall somewhere. He hid 20 years ago and still trying to find them. But yeah, I was never a fan. He was, whatever.
Kendo, is it safe to say no for you?
No, like Pokemon cards, they came out, I was a little old to be getting into the Pokemon cards and stuff because I played Pokemon. I was already into the games, but the cards thing, it just so happened that by the time they came out, I had a job and all the kids in the neighborhood were mostly younger than me and they didn't. So I was able to go out and buy a bunch of them and then sell them to them. So I entrepreneured them.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Now, I was lucky. I had a mom who worked really hard and was like, you know what? You like Pokemon cards, honey? We're going to get you all the Pokemon. And she did. My mom took it upon herself to catch them all for me. So thanks, Mom. I still have my Pokemon cards. Now, when I look back at Pokemon cards, I think back to the 5th grade and how much fun it was. But would you guys like to hear why Pokemon cards are back in the news?
Are someone stealing a bunch of them or something?
It's dumber. Would you like to take a second guess?
Let me guess. It has something to do with social distancing, COVID protocols in stores, and they're all like, "Oh, it's dangerous to have these cards here to where people can, flip through all the different packs and leave their germs."
Dude, I wish. Would you like to hear the real answer?
Yes.
Target halts sale of Pokemon cards in physical locations after a fight in a parking lot forced one man to pull a firearm.
Jeff,
I'm sorry, what?
Jeff, do you know the ages of the men, please?
Hold on. Let's get into this. Retail giant Target announced they have to pause on selling Pokemon cards as well as other sports trading cards following a fight in a Target parking lot in Wisconsin. WSN 12 News reports that a Brookfield police responded to a fight in a Target parking lot after one man pulled a gun on a group of men attacking him over sports trading cards. They had police arrested the 4 accused attackers, and they say the man who pulled the gun was a concealed and carry permit holder. Clearly, it's that serious.
Oh, good.
Oh my God.
Shit's getting wild out there, man. Shit's getting wild out there. First it's toilet paper, and then gasoline. That's Pokemon cards. I don't know what to do.
Well, I have good news. Back in February, eBay reported that their trading card category grew by 142% in 2020. So I guess we're in the good business of making trading cards now that they're back.
Yeah.
We're finally on the right side of history, boys. Who thought it would have been trading cards?
I mean, yeah, well, I know they still existed because you'd go to the store and you'd see, like, at the checkout area, like at Walmart and Target and stuff like that, they would like the sports cards and everything were still like a thing. I haven't really been into the sports cards in a long time, mainly because nowadays, like, the packs are like $8 each and you get like 4 cards, but they're all supposed to be like really valuable or some shit. But I'm like, how come I never get those packs of cards? Because every time I get it, I always get like, fucking Ron Johnson, backup center fielder. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So
Ron Johnson, backup center fielder. That's who it is.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, clearly he's the backup center fielder for the Pirates. It's like, no, I wanted an Arenado card. He's actually worth something.
Was it safe to say only in America would people fight over Pokemon cards and pull out a gun?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
I'd
would
say
definitely be
so.
a very safe assumption.
First world problems, man. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I look at this and I laugh, I cringe, and I wonder, what does the audience think? Folks in the chat, tell me what you think about this and tell me some of your Pokemon memories. I know, Dion, you weren't a Pokemon kid. I got out of it really quick to the point where I started to make fun of it about 2 years after the show had been on. I just was fed up with it, dude. Like, all they do is scream their own name.
Oh God.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely was. It's cool when you're 10, and then you get older and it's like, okay, well, how many times you got to deal with this fucking kid Ash who's a fucking idiot? Like it gets tiring after a while. It's like, damn, kid, how stupid are you? Pikachu can only be, cute and say Pikachu 15 times before I want to turn him into a fucking coat.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Dead.
So it's in Lavender Town.
Yeah. Da-da-da.
Actually, what was it? eBay now has a way that if you take a picture, if you use the application on your phone, take a picture of your card, they will have a way of authenticating it and making sure it's real. So this way, nobody sells any fake shit, and there's no scammers on there. So
I just want to find out how valuable the cards are worth, or how much they're worth, because I don't have the first edition, but I have all the base, like, regular release cards in holographic, and I kept them in a binder the whole time. So I even had Ancient
mine
Mew
are
from the
still in a
movies and all
binder.
that shit. So.
Yeah, I can tell you, if you have a first edition Charizard, you have a lot of money sitting there.
oh God, yeah, I heard about that
Because
shit.
that's the only one I didn't have from the original set was Charizard, and I'm like, well, I'll just go back and buy it one day because these cards are never going anywhere. If anything, they're going to flood the market, and it's going to be how the baseball card bust happened in the 90s, and that did not happen exactly that way. They still have retained some of their value, but that's like the only one that's like worth anything like big. I mean, the rest of them, if you had the whole set, you could probably get a decent amount of money for it, but it's not going to be life-changing money.
Well, it looks like the base edition Charizard that I have is worth $380, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I got it in a $3.99 pack.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So cool.
I sold the packs for $5.
Oh god,
They got him.
They got him.
It wasn't me this time. Am I back?
Yes, you are.
You know, the sad part is I stopped hearing you and I went, it wasn't me this time.
I was about to say, did Gavin Newsom finally get
It was you, Austin.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hey, Dion.
Yo.
I got a special button for you this week. Do you want to see it now or later?
Well, I mean, you got me excited now, but I'm
Who
also...
are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Here's a whole new meaning to horseback riding.
Oh my god,
I don't like that at all, dude.
what is that from, Jeff?
Don't do and then talk like that afterwards, you son of a bitch.
Jeff, what's that
Whoa.
from, man?
I don't know. I just
Okay.
typed in horses on YouTube and that popped up.
Oh, that's horrible.
What in the
Fantastic.
fuck?
Yeah. Sorry, dude. It's going to be an uncomfortable
And why
show.
are they giving them the fucking raping eyes too? I don't like that. Ew.
Because
Guess
there's lots of
what, motherfucker?
Gotta deal with it. Oh, Dion, don't worry. I'll use it sparingly until the audience asks. It's number 14, folks. 14 is the horse.
Of course it is.
Oh,
jeez.
God. So I don't know when Target's going to return to selling Pokemon cards, but hopefully everyone will be safe by the time they do.
You know,
because-
you know that like everybody might actually go to comic book stores now because they're going to be the ones to sell it.
Mhm.
So everybody's going to flood those places, and they're going to try to get their cards and everything now from there. Because I mean, I guess I could still go to Walmart and things like that too, but I'm sure the other big companies will probably say oh, we don't want that kind of trouble either. So we'll see.
Yeah. So, folks, here we go. Tonight's word. Now, we can use any form of the word. Our word came from Kendo. So thank you, Kendo. True story, though. It was one of the ones I was thinking, I was like, this would be perfect. I was like, dude, you read my mind, which makes this the perfect word for tonight. So, folks, as you know, obviously, it's replaced a title. It doesn't have to be a movie. It could be anything. Game, TV show, song. And it doesn't have to be just the word. It could be any form of the word. E-D, I-N-G, E-R. But it's name a movie, but replace a word with taint. So, A Fistful of Taint is my favorite movie from 1960 whatever.
hot tub taint machine.
Yeah.
Three taints of the Condor.
Oh God.
Yeah. Back
Flight
to
of the taint.
Men in Taint.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Bloody taint.
Taint while hunting.
Taint first blood.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the taint.
Yep. The good, the taint, and the ugly.
What's the difference? There we go. Flaming TP. Taint hard. So, folks, have fun with your taints throughout the show. Do your
The
worst.
Empire
I've seen-
Strikes Taint.
Throw Mama from the taint.
Taints of the sun.
Hobbs and taint.
Pirelli's taint.
Enter the taint.
Taints and Shaw.
Our friend Overkill 161. Thank you. He says taint air.
Oh God.
Yep.
One flew over the cuckoo's taint.
Yeah.
Okay. Austin Powers, International Man of Taint.
Yep. Taint Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Hey, Dion, I think that should be.
Taint of Mystery.
I think that should be Terminator's real name, Taint Powers.
Taint Powers.
Tinker, Tailor,
Yeah,
Soldier, Taint.
And there's an apostrophe between the T and the A.
All right, fine. Fuck it. We'll make this. Folks, coming 2022.
Yeah.
Runeman,
That production begins this week.
Shit,
in
I
Las Vegas
gotta get my
together.
stuff together.
Yeah, we gotta get some storyboards together.
Runeman says the history of Taint Part 1.
God,
Nice. Mel Brooks reference. Good for you.
no country for old taint.
Yep.
Yeah. Robin Hood.
So,
Men in
Dion-
Paint.
Dion, would you like me to maybe clear the air and help get us back on track with a better button that'll cheer you up?
It better.
You sure?
I'm going on strike.
All right.
Oh,
No, bitch!
Yes. Yes. Yes.
See? I don't have to troll you the whole show, just most
That'll
of it.
do.
rebel without a taint.
There you go.
He's going in taintless, boys.
Oh, God.
Paint sport.
Oh man.
I'm
What
still
again?
muted. There we go.
Is it-
I guess.
Okay.
There he
you
is.
go.
So let's see. We'll let the folks play around with all the taint stuff. We got some stuff to talk about. Now, I consider myself a little too young for this character, but how do you guys feel about He-Man?
I mean, I understand it's before my time, but I it's an important piece of pop culture, and I enjoyed seeing reruns, and shit as a kid, but I'm not a huge He-Man fan.
Yeah. I was a fan of He-Man back in the day. I had the sword and everything, and I watched cartoon and stuff. I liked it.
Well, I've got some He-Man toys and stuff downstairs in a box, but it was never. It was. I wouldn't say before me exactly. I just went a different direction. I was the Voltron Ninja Turtles kid.
Jeff, you alive, buddy?
He's done it again. The fucking Taints came and got him, dude.
Yeah,
You just call this show Tainted Love.
yeah.
That's a double entendre, was what we call that in the business, boys.
You damn right. So, what was the last thing I said before my computer shit the bed for the final week here on World Class Bullshitters?
We were talking
What do we
about
think
He-Man.
Yep.
Okay, He-Man. That's where it was. So, talking about He-Man broke my computer.
Again.
Again, I did it again.
Jeff might actually break his computer.
Dude, he
Yeah.
probably is yelling, "God damn it!" right now.
Mm-hmm,
If I know Jeff, he has lost his fucking cool, dude.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Just wait for it. Wait for it. We're gonna hear it again. Oh shit! Oh god! He's texting us in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Is this serious? Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. I want to know what he was saying about He-Man. Usually, we're all about continuing and going there, kids. But now, like, he's tickling my tank with this shit. He's honey dicking my tank, and I just want to know what he has to say. Damn it!
There he
no!
goes.
we're experiencing
best friend.
technical difficulties. Ladies and
No!
Yeah.
gentlemen. It's one of
No,
those. Joe.
he was my best tank. God damn it! That is.
Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
Listen, well, apparently we're just going to keep going until shit just falls apart because none of us can stop it. But in the event that some crazy shit happens, the stream may end up being 12 hours. So just don't worry about it. We're gonna be like those smooth hip hop beat channels where we just have a 24-hour stream just going, and we
Wait,
can hop
hold
in and
on.
out as we want.
Hold on. Dion, can you beatbox for 12 hours? Could that be a thing?
God damn it, I can try.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
you can believe anything.
There
Oh
he is.
yeah, there we go.
I'll try. Now, there's all this new taint talk. I'm so behind
Mm-hmm.
the taint. Anyway, He-Man. Let's stop trying to show
Hold
a
on,
fucking
wait for
picture
it.
of He-Man.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Every time he says He-Man, that's exactly what fucking happens.
Because I was waiting for it. I was like, you said it twice. And you just like left. I was like, I'm waiting for it. What's going on now?
All right, so He-Man.
Yes.
There's a new He-Man series from
There's
Kevin
the
Smith
one.
coming to Netflix.
Oh,
Praying about
Oh.
this. Yeah, I can bring about this. I don't. I don't want it. I don't care for it. I don't like Kevin Smith anymore. He
He's gonna
he
fuck
can
it
go
up.
cry in the corner. Okay.
You know he will too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He does it.
So
He's
He probably
he's
bawled
got
his
an
eyes
indie-
out when he found out he was going to get to do this.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's because the man's got an indie now. That's why. Take that as you may.
I was just reading
Goddamn.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Taintles.
That's a lot of taint.
Dude. Yeah, that's
A lot of taint.
A lot of taint.
Turtle power. So I bring this up because while I have no interest in He-Man, this is a cool looking cartoon. It's nice that there's a cartoon that's not the CalArts style. Maybe that's why it looks appealing to me, but that looks like art. That looks like animation. That looks like it should look in 2021. I don't know
I agree that
any of the
that looks
story.
good.
I don't know any of that shit, but I like what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I agree. It looks good. Once again, it's done by Kevin Smith, and I can't.
Yeah,
I-
he will find a way to try and screw it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
Kevin Smith always going to make it about Kevin Smith.
How many Prince Adam is gay jokes do you think he's gonna throw into the movie?
Lots.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many
I mean,
over the
if-
line?
if-
I'd say 3 in the first 5 minutes.
I mean, if it's like an adult themed show and that's kind of the joke, if it's done right, I'd be all about that. But but the last, which is depressing. I mean, the last decade, he's been. I mean, outside of I always want to call it Red Dawn, the one about the church people. Fuck.
Oh, Red State.
Outside of Red State, he has been struggling to be a witty filmmaker, So he's just worn out his fucking welcome. If they're doing that and that's the gist that it's, they're joking that hey, yo, Adam, are you gay, dude? You can talk to us, man. If that's the joke, I'm all about it. But if it's him turning it into this goddamn, Adam, like if they literally make Adam sexuality this part of his fucking arc, it's gonna be like, God damn, Kevin Smith, you're not gonna get a fucking Academy Award for this shit. Like, stop trying to go with the flavor of the month. And I'm terrified that's exactly what he's gonna fucking do.
Wait, hold on. I have something important to say. The taking of Taint 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Doug Keller, I'm going to read all the super chats, but this one just made me laugh my ass off. I had to mute my mic. You see what happens when you bleep a stranger in the taint? Sorry, we're at the 28-minute marker. You see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the taint? There you go.
Yeah.
I can say the word.
When you do that, you get on the 3 taint to Yuma.
Hey, Dion, how would you like to watch the movie Robo Taint?
If it's as action packed as the original, I'm all about it.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.
It's an entirely different movie that I want to see right now.
Good. Oh, maybe we'll watch the extended
What about-
cut in-
Kendo, what about Schindler's Taint?
What about it?
Damn.
Apparently,
I
it's got
prefer
the-
28 taints later myself.
Right.
Schindler's Taint's a very sensitive subject.
Yeah, Nick. Folks, if you'd like to send your hate mail, go ahead and send it to worldclassbs@mail.com. In the subject line, just put hate mail for Nick.
Yeah.
Or taint mail.
I'm surprised I don't have my own special folder on that email account yet.
Oh, everybody's got their own little folder. Just usually we don't get mail directly towards each of us. It's mostly just generalized mail or stuff that I just fired at Jeff.
Gotcha.
Or if you want to send them, packages of glitter and shit, you could send it to Nick Utam, care of World Class Bullshitters. Jeff, put the crawl down there so they know where to send it.
Yeah,
Just don't
glitter
open those
and shit
boxes.
is our
Glitter
speciality.
and shit.
Oh shit, I almost hit the end broadcast button. Huh.
Oh
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It's bad enough your computer's trying to do that to you.
Yeah. 20,000 Leagues Under the Taint.
20,000 taints under the sea would probably be.
Ooh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Doug Keller says $2,000 for a suit, $200 for a tank. Inspector Todd. I love it.
The taint is not enough.
So I know a lot of people are very upset over the He-Man cartoon with Tila and her haircut. Yeah, it does look stupid. She looks like Gillian Anderson with a big jaw. So I don't like that design either. But overall, it's refreshing to see a cartoon that has depth and color and doesn't look like Steven Universe. So it's got that going for it.
That's true. But once again, Kevin Smith.
Dude,
Right.
It's He-Man. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch He-Man.
True. Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting for his Jaws Killer Moose movie in Canada that he's going to make at some point.
Moose Jaws?
Yeah, Moose Jaws. I'm waiting for that to happen.
That'd be great. Said no one ever.
Apparently that's the last one of his movies that he's going to make. Like that's his last one. Then he's retiring forever or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I bet money after that he's going to try to bring back Comic Book Man for like a reunion or a couple seasons on something for sure.
Sure, why not?
Because everybody loved that show.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
So, speaking of shows people do love, Adult Swim. Do you guys have a favorite Adult Swim show?
I mean, it's Venture Bros is up there.
Oh yeah,
I think probably Super Jail. I think I have to go with Super Jail.
Yes, thank God somebody else knows that show.
I fucking love Super Jail.
I'm gonna go Venture Brothers. I fucking love that show. It's goddamn hilarious.
I'm gonna go with Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law,
That's a good one.
or
Well, I
Aqua
have
Twin
good-
Teen before they got crappy.
Well, I have good news for some of us here on the panel. Adult Swim announces Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, Metalocalypse, and Venture Brothers movies premiering on HBO Max and Adult Swim after their digital and
Metalocalypse
home
was a good
releases.
one too.
Dude,
Yeah.
I HBO Max is killing it, man. They are seriously killing it.
They are. They have Mortal Kombat back, so I had a great time watching it last night again. Always gonna watch Mortal Kombat.
For the sixth time today.
Funky Groove. Yeah, don't tell anybody else though. I'm embarrassed.
What? No, I thought you were embarrassed.
Oh, the
that your
Funky
movie
Groove-
was Glitter.
Glitter and shit. That's my fucking Amazon order right now.
Yeah,
Well, you do have my address, so please don't.
I won't. Don't worry. I'm not that kind of guy. And folks, please don't
Okay.
send us any glitter in the PO box. Let me just take that down. So we can stop. The Funkin'
Unless
Groove
it's
says
addressed to
Clownfish
Nick.
did a video. Yeah, well, yeah, care of Nick. Well, the thing is, don't send glitter or shit to the PO box because I don't see these guys but a few times a year, so the boxes just sit around. So don't send food, snacks. Food is snacks. Yeah, I
The ones
mean,
that flies around. You'll figure out what that is real quick.
oh, shit. That's what the smell is. So let me read this super chat from the Funkin' Groove 5 who says, or Funkin' Groove, who says, Clownfish did a video over on it and it's going to be, let me reread that. Clownfish did a video over and it's going to be the LGBT show. Well, okay, I don't care. You know what? I just don't care. He-Man, the cartoon looks visually impressive, but I don't give a shit about the He-Man lore.
Why the fuck are they introducing those concepts? Like, I'm fine with those concepts, but why are they introducing those concepts into cartoons? Like, I don't understand. It's so fucking weird. Like, I understand doing it. I understand doing it in like a live action show or something. That's fine, but into a cartoon, it just seems like you're trying too fucking hard. Like it's just
Gotta score
pushing too
points
much
on Twitter, dude.
Oh fuck Twitter! Oh god.
Get the Twitter mob in your corner because they spend money, right?
Oh yeah, all of them do all the time.
They're the real deal, bro.
Yeah, because everything they bitch about has always gone up in price, and made so much money for everybody. Jeez.
So, thank you, Amy Minty. Now, what I was gonna say though about these Adult Swim shows, I think it's cool that HBO Max is gonna go back and give either finales to things, another episode, or in the movie style thing, another shot with these characters. I like this. It's nice to see them dust off really iconic ones because Aqua Teen Hunger Force, was that their first big hit or was that their first original show?
I want to say it was one of their first originals. It was a big hit. Like that was like a very popular show for a while because
I watched it every time it was on.
So did I. It was great. Like the first several seasons of it were fantastic, and then it kind of went down in quality a little bit.
So, yeah, I mean, it had to have been the biggest by far, but I want to say it was the first huge one too.
Yeah.
Because what else came around that? I mean, no, Harvey Birdman was around the same time, or maybe just after.
Yeah. Birdman was
it's close
in the same time period as Aqua Teen.
Yeah.
That would have been the early 2000s.
Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force is from the year 2000. Shit.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow. It's been
#want to feel old.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the Aqua Teen movie would have been in 2006 or 7.
Yep.
Because
I saw that in theaters.
I saw it in theaters as well. I didn't remember it. Had to watch it when it came out on DVD. Didn't remember it the second time of having watched it, so I had to go back and watch it again because, beer and movies and stuff. But they also had a really fun PlayStation 2 game. It was a Pro-Am golf game where you were fucking running around as the Aqua Teen guys playing golf. It was funny.
That was the weird window where licensed games that didn't take themselves seriously still had quality, so they didn't suck.
Yeah,
and they're still really.
I still have my copy somewhere.
Make the homies say, make the girlies want to scream. Number one in the hood, G.
Pants.
Wasn't that like the first episode?
MCP Pants. No, the first episode was the rabbit one where they release that giant robot rabbit and they try to stop it and it doesn't work, but they celebrate anyway.
It's just it is one of the best shows they ever produced. I feel like a lot of the stranger ones that they tried to, one up Aqua Teen with just didn't work. Like, was it Pickles the dog and all these other like over the top to be over the top, but Aqua Teen actually had a good script for every episode. Like, it was a funny show. Carl was fucking a blast.
It was good, man. It helps when you're one of the first of your kind, and it was ridiculous, but it was still fucking funny as opposed to so many of the other shows from Adult Swim. I mean, some were really good and some were just crazy to be fucking crazy. That especially the ones, a lot of them that push that amateur feeling animation style, but the characters are saying crazy shit. It's like, okay, like I get what you're going for, but so few of them had the Aqua Teen feel to it, which I understand it's tough to do, but yeah, man, it's tough to follow that up just in general, let alone multiple times.
Yep.
Thank you, Doug Keller, for your super chat of "Don't think, Axel, it makes my taint itch."
Such a great fucking line.
It is. They used to know how to write comedy, man.
Seriously. Well, they were actually trying to specifically make movies successful with talented people.
Once again, cocaine. Cocaine.
Hell of a drug,
cocaine in Detroit. Cheaper to film there.
Hey, Dion, when you said hashtag, do you want to feel old? Do you want to hear something else to make you feel old?
Oh, fuck, yes.
Just food for thought. If you went back in time the same amount of time from today as Marty did from 1985 to 1955, you'd be going back to 1991.
Oh, God.
Want to go see Terminator 2?
Yeah, but oh, fuck.
Oh my God. I'd be 6 years old. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
That'd be super weird.
I'd be 8.
Jesus, dude. That
could work out. Go back in time 30 years, find 8-year-old me, give myself some stock tips and be like, so when you turn 18, go invest in this company called Google.
Microsoft, Apple.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Tell your parents to put all of their money in it.
every single last dime. Just put it all in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't go. That's what the fuck's wrong with fuckers. Tell your parents. Don't try to remodel the fucking house. That's a losing endeavor. Everything in fucking Google and Microsoft now. Tell them not to wait. Now. And if they're wondering who this is, remember that you bought a truck, a '93 F-150 that was a pain in the fucking ass that you refused to give to your kids. Just trust me on this. Google and Microsoft, Renetta and Herbert. God damn it.
And if you see on TV a crazy wild-eyed scientist who always wants to go to Mars, invest in his company too.
Right.
Later on. Smaller.
Much later. Now, guys, I just heard about this. I don't know if you had, and I'm just gonna
show it.
Yeah.
He keeps leaving us on these tank hangers.
Yeah.
action Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie featuring Vin Diesel would be, but
Wait, hold on. Didn't we get that with fucking
Real
Wolverine?
Steel?
Real Steel.
Yep.
That's a pretty good movie.
It was fun, but I would have.
it.
It was too emotional about like the about like I love in the beginning of the movie it's like this guy who's been doing the robot fighting is like immediately meets his like illegitimate child like who's 6 and just like he gets dumped on his doorstep by his mom and he's like what's going on, damn it, I have to teach this kid how to be a man and fight these robotic robots, what am I gonna do? Like that was a whole movie.
I know I wanted to be like, yo, we already saw Swordfish, like I don't want to see Swordfish with robots, like
yeah,
what the fuck
exactly
is this?
that's what it was.
And it's like fuck, and he's like the first fight where he's like shadow boxing and the robot's doing the same thing, he does like the Superman punch or whatever. I was like, Logan, what are you doing? What is this?
It's called a paycheck. It's called a paycheck.
He's like, yo, I got a house in London and I got a house in California. I got to be able to pay for this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll sing and dance and be in Rock'em Sock'em Robots the movie. I don't give a shit.
Well, speaking of which, he did sing and dance.
Did you guys know that Real Steel movie was essentially a ripoff of a Twilight Zone episode?
Oh yeah. I read that in the description because I was like, this seems familiar. And I read that in the description.
I remember you saying that. I don't remember what.
It's just called Steel, and it features Lee Marvin.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Canada
we are, I think, caught up on the pre-show stuff. Oh,
fuck! He tainted us again. We were caught up, but now here we are, a taint stare away from satisfaction.
Am I back?
You're back.
There you
You're
go.
back. Large and taint in charge.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, Dion, did you want to hear the good news I had for you?
I do.
Are you sure you can handle it?
Hey, listen, man. My taint is clenched with anticipation.
So, Friends reunion special gets first trailer and premiere date on HBO Max.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
And the reunion special will feature a slew of all new guest stars, including Reese Witherspoon, Justin Bieber, Malala Yousafzai, Mindy Kaling, and Lady Gaga.
Every white woman from 30 to 45 right now just gotten really wet. Okay.
Jesus Christ. And what is with Justin Bieber doing as many like nostalgic products as he can? Because he did fucking Zoolander fucking 2. Now he's doing fucking the Friends reunion. What fucking what possible bullshit could he be doing on the front? Like, is he like one of their kids' boyfriends or some bullshit? Like, what is he doing besides looking like a lesbian and being an asshole? Like, what more could he be doing?
Oh, man.
And again, not to look like a lesbian is a bad thing. It's just that Justin Bieber, no matter what he does, you're like, God, that kid's such a little asshole.
Wait, what did I come back into? Because I heard not that looking like a lesbian's a bad thing.
It was a quick short rant on Justin Bieber, and I was like, God, fuck that kid. He's grown. He's in his late 20s now. Fuck that dude. God,
I was never a fan.
Listen, I specifically remember right when like the whole Belieber thing was taking off, and Hillary and I went and saw Megamind. Great fucking movie, by the way. And there was a fucking trailer for his documentary slash concert movie, in which was already funny. There was a majority of adults were at Megamind, but with the minute that they saw that we all saw the Justin Bieber trailer, everyone in that theater went, oh, just this exhale of what the fuck. I can't imagine that people went and saw that fucking movie, because the only people who, like Justin Bieber, couldn't legally fucking drive yet. And it's like, why is this dude still somewhat? And then he posts those bullshit basketball videos on Instagram. You can't play fucking basketball, Justin Bieber. You beat your manager and your manager's fucking kids. You can't play basketball. Shut up. How the fuck are you have that many tattoos and you're that fucking skinny and you've got the same fucking haircut as the chick from the women's soccer team? Fucking sit down somewhere. Do some push-ups and get over it. Fuck. I hate that dude.
Dion, you need to calm down.
I am calm. Fucking, don't you fucking...
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
It's just so...
Did I scare you?
Because they're both like brunettes, and I love brunettes, but then they turn around and it's the face, and the face is like, I'm going to give you something that you don't want, boy. And I'm like, fuck you! Honey!
Dion, do you need me to cheer you up?
Please.
Better?
Oh my
Raka
god.
Raka. I fucking love Raka Raka. Those guys are hilarious.
I did too. Oh, so speaking of love, let's show love to the audience who shows a ton of love to us. Let's get caught up on our super chats. Well, we got a lot, so we're not going to get caught up on every single one right now, but let's start. So our friend Cesario Japan says, Jeff, I got to read my third super chat from Tuesday that was also spoiled by Comics Division inadvertently before it got read. Make up Jam Ram and a number 13 button? You got it, Cesario Japan. So, of course, if you ask folks, you get one of these. Where do we got? Jam Ram! And a number 13. Where we got a number 13?
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
There you go. Thank you, Cesario Japan. Or Caesar Jorpin, as they call you on Anna and Jesse's channels. Let's see. Where is that tab? Perfect. There we go. Space Monkey 0899 says, we should all switch to internet gas. It's indefinitely renewable source created from stupidity and woke. Would
I'm
you guys
still disappointed that comic book never came out?
I mean, it got made fun of out of existence.
I know. It sucks because I really wanted to read that and laugh at it.
Oh yeah, I want to do a live reading on air. It'd be fucking hilarious.
I mean, you gotta admit, the fact that it burned out so quickly is actually pretty awesome, and it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that's true.
Impressive.
Because remember, the Twitter mob spends money, right, guys?
Well, didn't one comic store like want 500 copies of it or some shit? Like they wanted so many of them, and like they got mad because the orders never got fulfilled. They kept getting pushed back or something. Like I remember that happening.
I remember that, but I never believed that was a real thing. I always thought that was, the fucking, what was the dude's name? The writer or whatever claimed that. Because like there was never ever a confirmation that some actual comic shop ran by a human being who actually knows what they're doing would preemptively order 500 fucking or 5,000 copies of that shit already. Like that was fucking crazy. I was like, this dude is lying his ass off.
It's just to talk, to build it up online. I was listening to the newest retro blasting video, and he makes an excellent point, Michael. He says you get these guys that want to sell these action figure marketers that want to build up this hype for the figure, and they go to their boss, they're like, yeah, we sold through our hype. We had so much hype. Our click-through was great, blah, 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 blah. Great. How many did you sell? Well, we only made 17%. Like this weird, they're like doing this across the board.
What's a con man move? Especially, we saw that shit with it was either I think it was I keep wanting to say Return of the Jedi. It's the movie I wanted to be. The Last Jedi figures. This shit of like, oh, we had so many pre-orders, blah 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 blah. Well, how many? And especially when we talk to the dude at Star Wars Celebration. Well, how many did they sell? How many did you sell? Oh, it was 5% of projection. It's like it's a con man thing where you say, yeah, we have. Look how many pre-orders, or look how many initial orders did we got come in. And when it comes time for the money to fucking land on the table, none of it does. And it's like that's a classic snake oil salesman move. And I was not surprised to see that shitty comic book do the exact same shit. Like, oh look, we've got so many pre-orders from comic book shops. When no one in their right mind is like, yeah, that means that they're gonna fucking move. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the world's a better place without the new Warriors.
True.
Oh my god, that's another one. Oh, this shit's gonna be great. Oh my god, it's like, yeah, people who buy comic books don't want that shit.
No. Space Monkey, thank you very much. SH Rebels 08 says,
I want my chocolate milk tonight. Not you, Dion, but you can be.
You keep humming afterwards, and that makes it worse.
yeah, it does. And that's why I do it.
Yeah, I know.
Cesario Japan, thank you very much. He says, does Buffalo Jeff have a distant, unknown British relative? Buffalo Jeff, spelled with a G?
I might, but I have one from my family.
Folks, if you want us to do the Buffalo Jeff movie, which is just going to be our parody version of Silence of the Lambs, make sure you share our stuff and hit up the Indiegogo for your trading cards, and also get on the Patreon so you can hear Buffalo Jeff talk and read books to you late at night and while you try to sleep.
Right. So you cannot go to sleep until.
So you cannot go to sleep until you have to get up to go to work the next day.
I should just do a full ASMR channel and see if I can get more subscribers than I do on this channel. It doesn't even have to be that creepy.
I'll just be like this all the time. I read it up like this. This isn't even the Buffalo Jeff voice. No, this is Dion. But
See, no, you're doing the meow thing. That makes it Buffalo Jeff. Fucker.
Yeah,
he knows. He knows the voice. He can pick you out for a crowd.
The part that made me laugh is now
into his memory.
Listen, he was away from the mic and he did it again. I'm like, don't practice it when you backed away from the mic, asshole. You just hear him go from here, and then in the background, I'm like, that's almost where.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
That looks like it could be a Goosebumps episode.
That is so.
It should be a
little
Goosebumps episode.
God, that makes me so uncomfortable.
I know. I'm sorry, Dion.
You should be.
I am kind of.
I am kind of. It's kind of fucked up.
Look, when I see you in person for Loudy's wedding, I'm going to make you a promise that I won't do the voice when we're sober.
Listen, just
he's gonna give you know he's gonna give you that 1 second longer hug. He's gonna grab you a little bit tighter. He's gonna whisper in your ear and he's gonna be like, Dion, I missed you.
Better fucking not. And then then he's got like a fucking roll of Mentos in his fucking pocket or something. Like, hey, that's enough. That's enough. Cool down.
No, he's got 2 rolls. Come on now.
2 rolls. I'm really happy to see you. Like, oh.
Joseph, thank you very much for your critical hit super chat sticker of the Nintendo like controller. TLJ Screwjob says, can't watch for a bit, but we'll catch up also. As of 5:20 p.m., May 13th, 2021, I am a college graduate with a BA in history. Well, congratulations, TLJ Screwjob.
Buddy.
That, dude, college took a minute to get through for financial reasons for me, but the day I graduated, it was April 24th, 2014. I never get that fucking day. You'll never get the day, trust me. So congratulations. Dion, college is where we became buddies. But outside of our fun, what was some of your favorite things about good old Michigan State?
I mean, the summers, the scenery was fantastic right when the fucking weather broke. I love the campus. It's definitely one of the most beautiful I've been on. I miss, when I moved into my apartment with my girlfriend, my mom was so fucking furious. And I laugh about that shit to this day. Because she would always, specifically, she'd call it shacking up. And every time she would say that, it was like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, why are you so old? And, oh my God. I laugh about that to this fucking day. And then obviously, like our Thirsty Thursdays are one of my favorite fucking memories. It was just you and me, and we would get drunk and watch shit or go get food or walk to fucking Speedway. And we started beating. It was, that's probably my top 5 or 4, whatever number I listed there.
Good job, Booker T.
Thomas Jefferson, sucker.
I was showing Jesse the We Coming For You clip. But I didn't just show it to her once. I put every YouTube video that was just that clip in like a playlist. I just kept playing over and over.
Oh, man.
Shit happens. It's funny. Oh, sorry. London Fog, that's an awesome super chat. I'll read them in order, but damn it, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Don't worry, the taint wall will happen soon, folks. Let's get caught up on a few more, and then we'll talk about our main topic. Yeah. You've missed the traffic, Dion. I can't really hear you, though.
Okay, I'll yell again when I'm back in the room and I take my beer out of the freezer.
Deal. You get that beer, bro. Liquor Jim says for Dion's stroke recovery fund. Well, thank you, Liquor Jim. When Dion gets back from his beer, I'll ask him about his stroke recovery fund. But
yeah, he was smelling Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what happened.
It's the best. We should wear horse masks. Do you guys want to get some?
Yeah.
No,
I've got one
actually. Nope.
Hey! I still have the idea of him waking up with mannequins around him when he gets up in the morning.
Listen. If I wake up and there are fucking mannequins, I'm fighting. I'm throwing punches at those mannequins.
Yeah.
I've seen too much fucking too many Goosebumps episode. Too much. Shut up. Too many fucking Twilight Zone episodes. I ain't going down. Okay, and I ain't going out like the brother in Night of the Living Dead either. I'm making it the fuck out of that situation alive. God damn it.
Yeah, he makes it through the end of the movie, almost.
Well,
by any means necessary.
In the original one, he makes it out, but he gets shot for reasons.
They thought he was a zombie, Nick. Let's not try to read too much into that film.
I mean, you really can if you really want to.
Well, I think we should because it's actually a pretty important film.
Yeah. I mean, in the remake done by, I forget who made the remake, but yeah, the remake that happened in the 90s, the guy who did it did a new ending where he actually was a zombie, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I guess it gives you liberty to shoot him then. Okay, awesome. Why not?
Sorry, I had to mute myself because there is so much traffic right now racing down the street. Folks, another good piece of news.
Those people must be fully vaxxed too.
Yeah. Look, we are moving. WCBS headquarters is moving to a much quieter location. So all this random bullshit that plagues the show every once in a while, which is funny for everyone else, but annoying because I live here, it'll be going away. Now, if you
Jeff is moving to the O in the Hollywood sign. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I got a view to a kill. So, TLJ Screwjob, by the way,
all structures are going to think that you're King Kong, especially if you got a white girl. Now. You got to be very careful.
I always am, bro. I made it this far without,
Beauty killed the beast. I'm from Cincinnati. Get me to the hospital.
I'm gonna scream that as I get attacked. I'm from Cincinnati. Who gives a shit? Shoot it.
Nah, man, I'm from Cincinnati.
What a terrible way to go, guys. See? There I go. I proved my point. Dion, Liquor Jim had sent us a super chat that said for Dion's stroke recovery fund.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, he's a
my
great
left
dude.
side is hopefully going to come back, and we'll make it a thing. It'll be great.
Doug Keller says Elon Musk is becoming Drax from Moonraker. Yeah, I called him Iron. I called him the other day. The other day I called him Tony Stark, and I was really like, cool, he sent the rocket to the moon. And now I'm like, yeah, you kind of are like Drax from Moonraker.
Yeah, well here's, I love everybody equates him to Tony Stark, but Tony Stark was actually fucking intelligent. This guy just knows where to this guy's just I don't know. He's got Asperger's. That's basically what it is. I don't know.
Isn't that what Tony Stark had in that cave? He's like, shit, I got to build a suit of metal, and then.
I mean, once again, Tony Stark was smart. I think if Elon Musk was in that cave, he wouldn't be able to do shit. He's like, there's no rocket here. I can't get to Mars. I'm gonna die on Earth.
I would guess that Elon Musk doesn't have. I mean, I know Tony Stark's a fictional character, but the world skills. I feel like if you put a real person in that scenario, they're not going to be like Iron Man.
Oh, of
they're
course,
just going to be like, help.
Help! Anybody?
They're gonna try to rewire that bomb and blow themselves up. Is what's gonna happen.
Doug Keller has an excellent request that I might have to deny because I don't want to get picked up by people in a white van. He says Buffalo Jeff reads Dianetics.
That's true.
007 Cloud says, "Woo, Digimon."
That's right. Digital monsters. Digimon, they're champions.
Clawstork says, "Say what you about pedos, but they sure follow the school zone speed limit." Womp, 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 womp. Oh, that joke hurts my soul. Kendo Slice says, "Jeff, I'd like a number 14, please." You got it.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Just fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna do a revision of it, Dion, and put you in the video.
I don't think that's necessary.
I think it's very necessary.
No.
There's even more to that video of the horses. The lady horses, the lorses, if you will.
I'm sure that there is, but I ain't gonna fucking see it.
Oh, you will.
No. No.
Doug Keller, thank you very much. He suggests Silence of the Taints. Do you think that would win an Oscar?
Absolutely.
You think Jodie Foster would do that one?
For the right paycheck and the right side piece, I think she absolutely would.
I mean, Jodie Foster is not really a sequel lady, but if she'll do the sequel to this and Taint Driver, I think she's got a new lined up. Overkill 161 says Taint Air. I'd watch that, wouldn't you guys?
Yeah. I think that's a great movie.
Taintless Cage.
And John Q Taint.
Oh my god. I want to see this. You know what would be the best movie ever? It's a movie called Taint Off, where John Travolta and Nicolas Cage swap taints and they have to
What the fuck?
And nothing changes. Nothing changes.
They just walk bow-legged the whole time?
Yeah, they're just in recovery for 6 weeks. That's all it is.
No one knows the difference. It just ends with them fighting in like a fucking hospital waiting room.
Oh god.
That's just so weird. It's just, like they're just wearing bicycle shorts, walking all bow-legged, and occasionally you just see a drip of sweat go down their thigh, but no explanation.
None needed. Andy McCallum, thank you very much. He says, The Paintinator 2 Judgment Day. So you made Terminator into Paint. Oh,
They're probably going to put that P in there just because of YouTube.
Oh, well, I'd like to watch Taintinator 2 Judgment Taint. Hot time in the old town tonight.
Taintinator 2 fucking trim day.
Taintinator 2. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway,
that would be the perfect name for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
16-bit mascot says, "Keep it real, boys. Jeff, I didn't buy the book, but regardless, congrats on your success. Thank you. More indie entertainment culture needs to take a hold. Cheers. Cheers." Thank you very much, 16-bit mascot.
I don't know. Well, speaking of independent entertainment, should we show the Mother News trailer on here since I don't know, since it's short, it's about a minute long.
As soon as Kendo comes back, we will.
Okay.
Because I feel like he'd want to talk about it. And if Kendo's not back in a minute, we'll play it. Okay. So if you want to get it queued up, get it queued up.
All right.
Let me read a couple more of these and then we'll play that. D. James Baker says, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Taint. Number 14, please. Sorry, Dion.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
No, I don't. What the fuck?
Yes, you do.
See, you fucking asshole.
I do.
Fucker. Just ridiculous is what it is.
I'm sorry. You know what? Let's change up the pace. No more taint talk. Nick, show your trailer.
I give the link to you.
Oh, you sent me the link.
What did you do? Hold on. Would it be better if I shared the screen, or do
I
you want
got
to
it.
take a chance? Okay.
It might not shit the bed. So, folks, sadly, Kendo had to go to his soul-sucking other job, so he will not be back for the rest of the show. But I wanted to give him a proper outro because people are going to be like, "Where'd Kendo go?" Well, he went to hell, but he'll be back next week, folks. Back Sunday. Oh man! So, you guys ready to check out the trailer?
Yeah.
I believe that I am Kimosabi.
And then we're going to start talking about tonight's big topic: Marvel possibly being censored in China as they try to have an Asian character, break the new ground. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. But let's check out Nick's trailer.
Mother News presents Once Upon a Nightmare. It's an ode to Tales from the Crypt. Oh, you gotta love that, kiddies.
Is there no sound?
It's a project.
Yeah, we can hear it.
My own
Okay, I
heart,
can't. Okay.
if I had one. It's directed by Richard Tanner and Dan Beck and starring Aaron Brown of Master of Horror's Sick Girl.
For those listening to the audio portion of this show, a woman was taking off her skirt, and the mirror took off her pants too. She had muscular thighs, and a dildo is being held.
Check it out, kiddies. But be careful what you
Ooh,
ask
a little
for.
slap in the bed.
You may get it.
I love that wolf fucking outfit right there. Hey, there we go. There's Caitlin.
Now, Nick, I heard it on good authority that your film won an award after being screened at the Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah, we screwed the Alamo Drafthouse at the Grindsploitation Film Festival, and we won the was it the Grinder Award, basically best in show. It was a lot of that festival was a lot of fun. Also, we had the most people at that festival come to watch our movie at like 11 a.m. on a Saturday. So, yeah,
Hell yeah,
It was
man.
it was
A
awesome.
little morning drinking, some mimosas, go see some crazy ass shit, some redheads with fucking whips and chains, and get to see my boy Nick sit in the chair with duct tape on his mouth. The only time he would let that shit happen while fully clothed.
You know me too well, sir. You know me too well.
Yeah, my brother from Samoan mother, bro.
But yeah, actually, if you guys want to help us out, if you can, I guess I'll post a trailer throughout our social media, and if you guys can like and comment on that trailer, and have it go through the rank, have it be sent up through YouTube's algorithms or whatever, we can hopefully get it seen by some more people, and maybe we'll be on some VOD platforms or whatever easier. But that would help out a lot if you guys could do that. That'd be really cool. But we will share the trailer later tonight and across all of our social media for the rest of the week. So, yeah, if you guys would help us out, just watch it, give it a comment, have it build up in the rankings of YouTube. Help independent filmmakers, make some damn money.
Now, it looks like, speaking of money, Nick, it looks like Marvel might not make some money in the most lucrative market, according to them.
Prostitution? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, some would argue what they do with these characters is prostitution, but they're not real people, so they can't get upset. Now, report. Marvel's The Eternals and Shang-Chi might get banned from China. This new report comes from Variety after CCTV 6 China movie channel omitted both Eternals and Shang-Chi from an upcoming list of Marvel Cinematic Universe's Phase 4 films. Variety's Rebecca Davis reports CCTV China movie channel aired the release dates for 8 of the next Marvel's 10 films, but did not include Shang-Chi and Eternal, which are expected to hit theaters following Black Widow on September 3rd and November 5th. Davis explains why the omission of these two films could mean they might be banned from China. The omission might seem small, but its significance lies in its provenance. The channel is under the jurisdiction of China's powerful propaganda department, which has the final word on film's approval. As for why Shang-Chi and Eternals might be banned from China, Davis cites director Chloe Zhao as the main reason for the Eternals. And her Oscar win for Nomadland censored in China by the communist-run government. Censorship came after Zhao's comments about China from 2013 resurfaced. More recently, Zhao was also reported to have said the United States is now my country, blah, blah, blah. Ultimately, the Australian website would later publish, well, I don't give a shit. Anyway, so Do you guys, before we get into this, okay, a little more. As for Shang-Chi, one of the issues is the use of the Mandarin. As noted by Davis, the Communist Youth Leader, League paper China Youth Daily claimed in 2019, although the Mandarin is not the same person as Fu Manchu, it's still under the shadow of Fu Manchu. They added, even as the announcement of the character has caused a huge controversy in China, Marvel wants Shang-Chi to earn money from the global audience, but it faces a big challenge. The film itself will decide whether it will end in tears or laughter. So, as Marvel and Disney try to put out a Asian-led superhero film to get themselves patted on the back here in the West, it can't play in China possibly because
I fucking love that so much.
Yep,
Oh
Disney tried so hard. So hard.
Yeah, they really did, and China's like, nope, we don't want it. Sorry. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're like, we can't control the narrative. We want to make sure that we can give a 100% government sponsored film to our citizens, even though you think that you're showing love to worldwide motherfuckers all over the world. No, we don't want none of that, son. We're gonna show one of the reasons why doing this shit is not a great idea.
Again, we have seen Disney products do weird shit to appeal to China. And do you think they're just going to go back and censor this movie, or sorry, edit this movie and then re-release it in China in a few years? Or do you think they're just going to, you think they will?
I absolutely think that
Yeah.
you know, the company that, you know, yelled, screamed, jumped, jittered, and pittered on Twitter about showcasing for minorities and for different cultures around the world, and then for them to minimize the star of one of their films on the poster to appease China, trying to, you know, play both sides so they can win no matter what the fuck happens. They're 100% going to go back and edit Shang-Chi so they can get it in China. They want that money. They want those, you know, they look at China, they see billions of dollars, and they're not just going to walk away from that. You know, even after a couple losses, you know, hey, man, we've got plenty of shotgun barrel to suck on here.
they do love that shotgun, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It really is.
But Marvel, if you look at some of the, let's just use Disney in general. Some of the films that they have pushed for, or some of the films they have altered in this push to get, you know, acceptance in China, to get that Chinese box office, it's not working. Look, case in point, Star Wars. Yeah, they took out the lesbian kiss in The Rise of Skywalker for international markets. Mm-hmm. But they also edit down Finn and do this stuff for posters. And long story short, those movies aren't that big of a hit in those markets. And yes, the Marvel movies have made more, but Transformers used to make a fuckload of money in China. Then they lost favor with the Chinese market. I put out a video last year. And then the Transformers movies kind of shit the bed and had to restart fresh. Has Marvel reached that point? Because we've seen big mega billion-dollar franchises get stale in China.
If John Cena and what is it, Maliva Jovovich, whatever the hell her name is, both join the Marvel universe, those are two fucking death nails in the coffin of Marvel.
It's interesting, man. I mean, listen, you joke about it. I could see them, you know, especially now that John Cena's in the Fast and the Furious movies. You know, Marvel is 100% gonna go for him. But yeah, man, it's they're definitely gonna go in that direction because, you know, even China feels, you know, fatigue for certain stuff, and then you combine that with the fact that, you know, they're clearly in get in China mode. You know, the Chinese audiences are gonna feel that, and damn sure the government's gonna take fucking notice of that shit. You know, and especially now. I mean, you know, just because they throttle and withhold parts of the internet from their citizens doesn't mean that they're not paying attention, and they're going to know exactly what fucking Marvel is trying to do. They know that Marvel's part of Disney. You know, they're not dumb. They might be some cruel mothers over there in the government, but they're not stupid. You know, so yeah, they're going to smell Marvel doing this a mile away.
To our friend Techman Blade, that's a pretty good point. I'll give you that. Marvel isn't as bad as the Transformers movies got. I'm just saying they do lose favor in other parts of the world quickly, and then it's like putting all your eggs in one basket. I feel a lot of these big companies that want to sell to China are doing that. And I get it, risk reward, bigger, piece of the pie, and all this stuff. But at the end of the day,
wasn't that the whole joke for the Resident Evil movies? Like the reason that we kept getting more Resident Evil movies is because China kept giving it money and making them a big deal.
Probably because the rest of the world does keep some of the shittier franchises around.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, the worldwide was pretty crazy for Resident Evil.
I look at it like this. If in America we're tired of something that stupid, I kind of find it hard to believe the rest of the world still wants it. But
you'd be surprised.
Listen, man, I will die on the hill that the Resident Evil movies are a great fucking example because they're what happens when people like Uwe Boll become successful. The fact that you have studios that are like, okay, we'll spend 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars and then we'll get 400 in return. Fuck it, let's just do it. They don't really care about the quality of the film, because I want to say those Resident Evil movies were bringing in like 300, 400 million dollars, and compare that to fuck it. That's why some of the effects were so fucking terrible. If you can spend, tens of millions to make hundreds of millions, they're gonna do it. They don't really give a shit about, niche or cult favorites because they can essentially get away with this shit. They're not as bad as UA, who is probably laundering fucking money, but goddamn, dude, it's that is a perfect fucking example. And I mean, I know Marvel's way off from becoming the Resident Evil shit, but it's again, when you can flip a couple million, it's hard to say no.
James, I agree. They do need to make good movies. I wanted to make this point to you guys. I wanted to ask you this question. What do you think is more important? Now, we're talking essentially long-term versus short-term. So short-term, they can make, let's call it a Sony film, where let's use Sony as an example. Regular Sony films versus a classic Sony film in quotations. So you get a movie like, I don't know, The Watch, or that's not official, but like something like Men in Black International, something that comes out is a big deal in quotations, meaning the studio puts everything they can behind it. They make it this great relevant movie for whatever year it comes out in, and they want to make it appeal to everybody. But then the movie kind of just has a really short shelf life. But then you compare that to something like Ghostbusters, where you make a film that a real movie, and it sticks around. So what I'm asking you guys is, do you think they should start worrying about making long-term films that can become classics that can be mined? Like, that basically a lot of these great films are quality first, and then the franchises spawn. And then there's a lot of films that do both simultaneously. A lot of the Marvel stuff does that. You could argue, well, Star Wars kind of did that after the first film. But would you guys rather see that, where they take that approach to create something that's supposed to be around for 30 to 40 years? Or do you think just popping out digestible shit for the summers the way to go these days?
You want honest opinion or objective?
Both.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Nick. Okay, we'll make this into like a little fun thing. Give your objective opinion first, and then I'll do my objective, and then do honest first, and then we'll do objective.
Okay, honest opinion. They need to go long term. They need to go long term because as we've seen from Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Beverly Hills Cop, Goonies, and a plethora of other movies, we still buy the shit from those movies, and those companies are still making money. Like it's still happening. So.
Okay. I'm gonna give honest first. You absolutely should lean more towards making classics that last 30 years. With what was the phrase you used? The quality, where it's quality over quantity. You should absolutely do that because, especially after all this shit, people, life's gonna be different, and if anything, this HBO Max thing has proved, it's not going to be the same as theater. So you have to come up with something that lasts, that is good objectively, it's good critically, and also a classic. Something that, like Nick just said, people are buying merchandise for 30 fucking years from now. Obviously, it's not going to be the dirty 30 Starseed. It's not going to rack in public money, but that legacy, that loyalty money, where you're getting substantial amounts for decades, long term, and then the reputation of that franchise is in high standing. I think that's where you go. Objectively speaking, this is the I've got a 30-year mortgage approach, and really that's what exactly they should be doing, especially 2021 and on, excuse me. So give your objective opinion now, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, objectively, I mean, I understand what they're doing. Like, they want the quick money. They want the quick money. They want it now. They want to make $1 billion tomorrow. That's all well and good, but what does that do for your company 5-10 years down the road? And they're not looking. They're clearly not looking long term, because it seems like they're all in this phase of like they want to make their money. They want to excel their way through Hollywood in whatever job they are, and they don't care about what goes on. Like they want the flavor of the month. They're willing to do that stuff because we've seen it's been happening for over 5 years now, and they don't care about entertainment or anything lasting longer than a year and a half. So that's why they're doing these moves. That's why they're doing these quick little movies that are SJW movies or whatever, and things like that are part of that narrative, and it's killing them. And that's what it is, and it's really just making Hollywood seem like assholes, and nothing's coming out of it that's any good. It's all boring stuff.
You know what I think would be a good way to describe SJW films these days?
What's that?
Besides crappy,
corporate.
Yeah, there you go, corporate. There you go, corporate.
I think it's the perfect word to describe these films, because it's that Steve Buscemi gif. Hey, other kids trying to walk around and look cool. It's these companies going, hey, folks, we're so trendy and on the cutting edge. Not only are our movies beautiful, but they mean something. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, 100%. But objectively, go fucking corporate. If objectively speaking, I mean, I executive that whole going from quarter to quarter mindset. Fuck it, because if I'm an executive, fuck it. You if you fuck up and shotgun an attempt and one of them hit, that's $1 billion. That's $2 billion. It looks good on your resume. You know what I'm saying? And then again, hey, if I'm in that sphere where you're people who make those decisions, fuck it, cocaine. Let's keep chasing the high. We can stand and take a couple lows, right? Fuck it. Let's do it. We'll have some bad ones, and then when we hit that billion, baby, it'll make up for all those bad ones. Fuck it. Let's keep the crack train going. One hits right and you get $2 billion. Yes, please. I can stand to lose $50 million comfortably a couple times. Hit that billion and it erases it.
It's funny you say that, because like the book I showed you I got in the mail today, which was Mustache Shenanigans by J. Chandrasekhar. He says that towards the end, because like towards the end of the book is just him like about his film history and him like making shows and things like that. And that's what he says is like he's talked to executives and he was he had a conversation with them. I was like, well, why don't you make a couple of like $20 million comedies and make $100 million off them? He's like, well, the exec said, I can't, because the same marketing crew I use for the $1 billion movie are the same people I use for would be used for those movies. So we got to make $1 billion per movie, or we're not, or they won't get paid enough and they'll be useless. So.
I mean, I get it.
Go ahead. Didn't we once look up the Rise of Skywalker? We found out how expensive it was based on that 2.5 multiplier, and it only made $1 billion, and that really wasn't that successful.
Well, not only that, because that was because and that I remember you looking up, and it was a legitimate source, because they clearly we had so it says double that for marketing, and then what they released about the whole marketing budget for the Last Jedi, and how it was a significant fucking amount. Like it wasn't normal marketing. They spent a lot of fucking marketing cash for the Last Jedi. So it very much, the $1 billion that came in barely covered that shit. Because I want to say, I mean, it was it was fuck, man. It was close to $500 million in as part of the production for that fucking stuff.
Yeah,
Brad, you make a great point about movies being killed by marketing teams. I went to school for advertising and marketing, and the kind of people in that field definitely help make movies as shitty as they are today. Because there are people probably a little younger than me and my age getting in there, and they want to worry about doing well by doing good and all the other causey type of bullshit.
Yeah, because those marketing teams, I'm sure they use the same stuff. They use social media, they use hashtags, they do their research, they find out all the cool stuff the kids are doing these days. And
Dude,
they advertise towards them.
The Boys, where they make a big deal of her being a quote unquote lesbian, and her girlfriend's like, she's bi though, and they're like, no, it's fine. No one knows the difference. Like that is that. What was the phrase, Jeff? You said doing well by doing good. Like that's 100%. They're not doing it because they give a shit, and you can tell. And and Brian responded because he heard he heard us say marketing, and it's such it's bad when lay people understand how bad it is. Like when people who don't aren't huge nerds of the process of making films and TV and comics and all that shit, but then you say marketing, everyone knows that means some asshole who is disingenuous, but only is caring about the returns, the fucking returns. These marketing teams don't give a shit about, racial upheaval and healing. They're like, people are going to see that. They think we care, and they're going to give us money. That's it.
By the way, we almost have 700 watching. Can we get 700 thumbs up, please?
Yes, thumbs up button right now. Just go over, click it right now. Pull up your phone, click it. Kendall, I know you're out there. Click the fucking button.
Hey, Johnny Be Good. I have a video talking about the Shang-Chi toys coming out this weekend, so be on the lookout for that.
Where's Chuck Berry?
Say what?
Where's Chuck Berry?
Yeah, I said, where's Chuck Berry?
I'll probably taking pictures of women that don't know they're being photographed.
Oh God, I remember that.
Dude, in the bathrooms.
I mean, look, everybody's got their kinks, and we don't kink shame here on the channel, but don't be taking photos of women in the bathroom. That's weird, dude.
Or don't do it when you don't like ask them and they say, yeah, hey, go for it, bro. If they're into it and you're into it, get that nut, son. But don't do that at your chicken restaurant. God damn.
Yeah. That ain't good.
Yeah, man. That's wrong. That's Johnny B. Taint. Yes, Joseph. That's Johnny B. Taint at that point.
Oh, way down in Louisiana, down in Newark, Taint.
Oh, God. You should fucking have pictures of our girlfriends' taints.
Oh, that Chuck, he was a rascal.
He was something. He was something.
Yeah, he was the greatest one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Did you see the little news about how someone had found one of his fucking piss videos and put them on Pornhub?
What?
Yeah, it was. I think it's still on there. I think it was on Reddit, and I was like, Hillary, and she was like, we gotta see what this is about.
You do realize the extenuous process you have to go through to get something from fucking film to go to digital. Like it's not like you press a button, it happens. Like that is a
But Nick, this is a piece of history.
This is true, but it's one of those things where it's like somebody put in the time and money to do that and then put it on porn.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy.
You find out that you've unearthed this rare Chuck Berry piss film. Of course, you're going to put it on the internet. Like you're a legend if you do.
That's 100% true. That is 100% true.
It's fucking nuts.
Farmer 4028. Like we appreciate your contribution.
Yeah, he's like that dude was like 70, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And there's a part where he's doing it right, and she goes to kiss him. He goes, "Nah, baby, you got piss on your face." It's like, yeah, we know, Chuck. We watched the motherfucker who did it. It's so weird to see something that you love, like as an artist, and you know something really fucked up about him. Like we all know, there's some people out there that we all love. Like that RDJ's into some freaky shit. But like if we were to see it, it'd be like, oh, my view of you has changed. every time I see this art that you bless the world with, it's fucking me up emotionally. Ugh. Like when James Brown went crazy and he had a shotgun in one of his buildings after someone took a shit in his bathroom and didn't flush, and he ran out there with a fucking shotgun. I was like, I feel differently about you now, James. Fuck.
Oh God.
Speaking of feeling differently, the more this Joss Whedon shit we get to the center of it all, I'm feeling way more different about the dude. I'm like, ugh. But we'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's our transitional topic.
He's a special guy.
He's something. God damn it, Doug Keller. He says, I stabbed my taint, Rusty Griswold.
Oh my God.
Doug, thank you for everything. And thank you to everyone else who's joining our taint game tonight. Zach Z says, Taint Fantasy 14. Okay, so Dion, close your eyes.
Oh, fuck.
What's the fantasy taint you want to see?
It's Sigourney Weaver for sure.
Nick?
Eva Mendes.
Ooh. Oh, that was my number 2. That's my guy right there.
I think I'm going to keep it with that flavor and just go Salma Hayek.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I mean, we're talking Hall of Famers now.
Yeah. Doug Keller, thank you very much. He's got a great film title. Dr. Strangelover, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Taint. Oh.
Whatever gets you that sandwich afterwards, man, you go for it, okay?
Yeah.
Not that sandwich in front of you that's the one that's in your refrigerator.
That's why I said the sandwich afterwards.
I'm just saying, sometimes that means different things to different people. Afterwards just means dessert. You know what I'm
saying? Touche, sir.
Touche.
That's why we're on this podcast, so I can say that you can clean it up for me.
Hey, listen, we're a team. World class bullshitters. We're the fucking Spartans. I got your back like a butt crack.
All right then.
Do you really want to talk about butt cracks and Spartans, Dion, on this channel? I'm just saying, bro. Take the Joker. Question. Very poor choice of words.
Now I'm just gonna think about you as you're a fucking gigantic 6 foot fucking 10 curly haired ass in white face paint and green hair and your little ass Christian Bale compared to you. Poor choice of words. I'm like, what the fuck, Jeff? Pull that bitch inside. What are you doing,
dude? You know what I'd say if I looked like that?
Guess what, motherfucker?
And then I'd shoot Batman.
Oh my God.
Just like that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, so good. I love that movie though.
I do too.
Can we get Drugs Addict out of jail to play Joker one time? Can we do that?
I mean, do you want to though?
That's a good question.
I'm just saying.
And I will add, it's still hilarious that dude thought he was getting fucking pardoned, and they showed up at the jail with a stretch limo.
Yep.
That was a real thing that happened. That's fucking crazy.
Speaking of real, Dion, after these titles, you'll wish these films were real. So Doug Keller says, The Taint Father. Now that's a good one, but here's the film I wish was real. Taintin' 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. I'd buy that shit tonight.
I mean, it's for free on Pornhub, bro. Just type in Taint 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That still blows my mind about the Chuck Berry thing. It's like this historical, really weird, fucked up film is on Pornhub.
I mean, it belongs in the museum or Pornhub.
Okay, Indiana.
Oh, fuck. On Pornhub. What have we done?
What are we doing is a better question.
Yeah.
Doug Keller, thank you very much. We read your Big Lebowski one. Cesaria Japan says Kevin Smith will call it Taint Man. And what do you think? I think Kevin Smith would have made a Taint Man hero back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, and if you'd done it back then, it would have been hilarious and funny and lasted one season.
Well, it's better than the 6 episodes that Clerk lasted for.
That's true. That's true. Well, even I mean, like that cartoon was ahead of its time. I think that's what it was. Like, if it had come out, I don't know, maybe like 6 years ago, it would have been fine. Not now though, and everybody hates everything. Yeah, if it had come out about 6 or 7 years ago, it would have been fine. But it was just ahead of its time, and that's it. I mean, now he's making cartoons. I don't want to see anything he's making now. Just nothing.
I mean, that's fair. His Jay and Silent Bob movie was good. Like the last one, I thought it was solid.
I need to watch it.
I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out too.
If you like his old shit, I think it would be disingenuous for me to say, "Oh, it's just as bad as everything else he's made." Now I watched it, I was like, "Oh shit, that's a callback to this and that," and wow, they got everybody back. So I thought it was a solid movie. There are parts where they're trying a little too hard, but overall, I like it.
Okay, now I'm sold, motherfucker.
So we also have Doug Keller, who says 2000. Oh, we read this one from Inspector T. I guess the T stands for taint now, Doug. But the Funk Growthman, we read that one as well. Doug Keller, he goes, "Are you driving with your eyes open, or are you like using the taint?" Sorry, Jeff and Dion.
Damn.
Now the historian says, "Unsubbed over Mecca, enjoyed your content, but the thing she said about Snyder's daughter was disturbing. Can't believe you would defend that, Jeff." Well, I don't, so don't put words in my mouth. But canceling's bullshit across the board. Gonna cancel Gina Carano? No, you shouldn't cancel Gina Carano. Shouldn't cancel her. Shouldn't cancel Tom. Nobody should be canceled. You guys can do what you will, but, I'm not defending anybody's anything. So make sure that you guys, you'll watch the High Council this week. Doug Keller says, "Don't think Axel makes my taint itch." No. Kind of gross. El Gallo de Oro, thank you very much for your super chat. Anyone remember Home Movies and the Oblongs?
Yes,
I do. I used to watch the Oblongs quite a bit because it was the Will Ferrell cartoon.
Yep. Well, yeah, that was Will Ferrell's cartoon. He voiced the dad with no arms and no legs.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was definitely funny for sure. God, Home Movies. Wow, that takes me back.
So the thing with the Oblongs is you couldn't make it today because it would be too offensive. Back then, it was just weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no way you can make it today. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, just think like the people who just thought that shit like that was weird are the same ones that would have a completely different opinion on it now, where it's, oh my god, it's just so offensive. Like when those things were just weird back in the day, man.
Well, I mean, think about I think about when Ren and Stimpy when I think about stuff like that, because like that was one of the weirdest cartoons you watched as a kid. Even thinking about it now, I'm just like, there was a lot of weird shit on that cartoon, and the fact that they let that happen and let kids watch that, I'm just like, there is no way in hell they could re-release anything close to that now for kids. They get burned at the stake, man.
Yep. They're trying to fuck up kids.
Doug Keller, you might have won the night, sir. Or imagine being magically whisked away to the taint. Hi, I'm in the taint. That's awesome.
All right.
I like that one a lot. That's from Wayne's World, Dion.
Okay. It's a good one.
Go Big Boy or Go Home says, "The Texas Taint Saw Massacre." That'd be a great film.
Yeah, but it's gonna have two numbers at the end of it, and then it could be something else, and it'd be a lot easier to make.
Well, Nick, I'm gonna make you a guarantee that the Texas Taint Saw Massacre will be more accurate to its title than Strip Club Massacre. There will be taint.
We're still on that again. Okay, all right, fine. God damn it.
We might really be into it soon.
Oh god.
Oh, I gotta look more into it. That wasn't a sex joke, Dion. I'll tell you off air what we're talking about.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can dig it.
Thank you, Go Big Boy, Go Home. Breadman Production says, "Was getting into my car earlier when I saw a banana on the ground. Instinctively, I went around to check if there was one in the tailpipe. There wasn't."
Oh shit! You've listened to the podcast too long.
Listen, that dude's making a joke about this shit. Fucking Captain docked us 2 days' pay for that little stunt.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Oh my god.
Hey, thanks for the sandwich.
What kind of sandwich was it?
I think it was a shrimp salad sandwich.
Shrimp salad sandwich.
What you have, Billy?
God damn it! Look, if the audience wanted to, we would just watch Beverly Hills Cop every week and get drunk. But
listen, whenever we do, if we ever do like an impromptu stuff too, like fuck, we gotta talk about this for an hour. That'd be hilarious. Just like put Beverly Hills Cop on in the background or something. Like you just hear like the dude, like that would be like a perfect like whatever shit's getting random when it's just the bullshitters with Beverly Hills Cop shit in the background.
I think we should I know this would ruin Loudy's wedding, but just as the bridal march is about to play here, dun 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 dun, dun and we just kind of run in. We're like, Billy, I need your help.
Like, he would be totally okay with that shit. But babe, she wasn't okay.
Yeah. Well, once again, I think Dion said it before. This is a wedding and a divorce. It's going to happen. I mean, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a story.
Yes.
I don't know about Laddie though.
I mean,
I hope you, folks. I hope you stick with us throughout the summer for. Well, you will because everyone does. But join us for the Loudy wedding stream mid-July. It'll be the WCBS guys with our buddy Etep Wakoyan from the Place to Be Reviews and Jesse from Mindless Entertainment, and it'll be a weird stream. I don't know about what, but it'll be in person and you can watch it.
It's gonna be something.
London Fog 66, thank you very much for your generous super chat of the Nintendo-like controller with the Deal With It glasses coming down. I like this one too. Google upped their game a little bit on these super chat stickers that move.
Oh, yeah, they did. They've done a way better job.
Guys, I'm looking to get us some WCBS video game animations made over the summer.
Oh,
fuck yes, sir.
Yeah. I told you I wanted to take our show to the next level. I want us to hit over 200,000 by this year, which is completely doable. So I'm going to upgrade everything. I'm going to get our logo freshened up a bit. And we're going to have a nice little mini relaunch.
Folks, if you want to help us get to 200,000, all you got to do is share our stuff.
Actually, I'm going to be a lot more adamant of folks. Hit the subscribe button and tell everybody about it because we've been very complacent. But you know what? We've been having a good time, but we want more people to have a good time with us. Plus, we like to make the content, and it gives us, a goal, something to shoot for. So, you guys can always recommend topics. Tell us what is interesting to you. We're going to always be entertainment based. So don't say, Jeff, I'd like you to cover a '97 Toyota Supra. If you send me a '97 Toyota Supra, I will take the car off your hands, but I'll probably know what to do in terms of content. So. Few more super chats, and then we will get right back on our next topic about... What was our next topic? Oh, yeah, Joss Whedon. He's everybody's buddy. London Fog 66 says 500 Taints of Summer.
Yep. Oh, my God. That's just... That sounds sweaty and gross.
You think Zooey Deschanel's taint has bangs?
Yes.
I'm sure it's just, like, the best.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way you recognize her. Have you ever seen her with her bangs pulled back? She looks completely different.
Yes.
You do not know she
doesn't exist.
It's almost as if that character was manufactured to sell money. Or make money, excuse me.
Bucky Jeebus, that's part of the plan. So 2 more taints, and then we're back to business. Doug Keller says, great taint, kid. Let's 1 in a million.
Oh, that's a... Whoa,
that one fits fucking perfectly.
It does, but there's so many layers to that one. Oh God.
I don't feel comfortable anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way you said it. I was like, okay.
All right, we got one more from Xenomorph Skull Hunter. Fine, we'll do 2 because they're both Bond titles. Xenomorph Skull Hunter, thank you very much. He says, "A View to a Taint."
A view to a taint.
Now here, this might be the most accurate taint James Bond title. On Her Majesty's Secret Taint.
Yep.
So the Queen has passed away, but new documents have just been unearthed.
Oh my God.
I haven't followed a single second of any of their drama because I don't care, but isn't their family like falling apart?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's
all because
blown up a lot, but
all because Homeboy got married.
Yep. and they were saying something about them. No, and then they're about to have a baby or something, and apparently the old English Jew was like, "What's the baby going to look like?" Like,
Well, what do you?
It's
what do you
not
think?
ideal, but like, we're surprised that the people who believe in like royal bloodlines are a little iffy about that shit. Are we surprised? Poor royal family with their 21st world fucking problems.
Oh, fucking royal family! It's a train wreck. I love, man.
Oh, every couple of weeks, something new about it. I'm just like, good, whatever, fine, that's okay.
The only decent one seemed to be Princess Diana back in the day, and
she was the level-headed one, the nice one, the one who did charity, the one who used her time wisely and did a bunch of good things. And look what happened to her.
Yeah, like it's always the good ones that go. And I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but what else has any other royal person brought? Nothing. Actually, just good memes. I love them.
Spices from India? I don't know.
Well, I meant recently, not ever.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there's tons of royalty that did cool shit, like stuff. Anyway, Joss Whedon.
I was about to say, I was like, are you going to give me a history lesson? I want to hear this.
Do you really want a history lesson?
No, I don't. I was just kidding. Please go on.
I was reading about Belarus this morning. Anyway. So Zack Snyder's always in the news in terms of the Snyder Cut. It's the marketing event of the season. But but at one point in time, that marketing event was just a regular movie. And movies have to be shot. And not every movie production is a positive one. So a few weeks ago, Ray Fisher had spoken out about Joss Whedon being an asshole and said Gal Gadot has issues too. And everyone's like, well, she hasn't said anything yet, so probably nothing happened. Well, now she has. Would you guys like to hear a little more? I figure we should update the audience since we covered the other part of the story. Don't you think that's only fair?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Gal Gadot reveals more about Joss Whedon threatening her career while filming Justice League. Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot opened up about her problems with Joss Whedon amid filming the Justice League reshoots. She states, "What I had with Joss basically is just he kind of threatened my career and said if I did something, he would make my career miserable. I handled it on the spot." These alleged threats made by Whedon against Gadot came first to light by Ray Fisher during a spate of accusations and misconduct shared over social media. Gadot didn't comment until a few months ago when she confirmed in interviews for the first time that Whedon threatened her and it was handled then and there. She previously commented simply that her experience was not a great one. So, all of the behind-the-scenes stuff... there's more. It became clear that the disgraced Avengers director legitimately thought he could embarrass the star by rewriting the script to make Wonder Woman look stupid, a completely ridiculous assumption that's very ego-driven and childish. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Gadot and Jenkins fought to keep Wonder Woman consistent with her solo movie, and that came out the summer before Justice League was released. Once they met with CEO Kevin Tsujihara, Warner Brothers handled it in a timely manner, blah, blah, blah. So the dude really was a shitheel on set. All of this shit, there's a reason why the Justice League was as bad as it was. Nobody behind the scenes was doing their job right. Nobody wanted to make this movie right. I don't think it should have been made. Do you guys feel that's too extreme of a statement?
No.
Think...
I'm with you because they're trying to copy the Marvel thing and really rush out the door.
Yes.
They should have waited and done one movie a year, made it as best they could, and kept it going. Because once again, like you have the DC characters which are more well known at that point than the Marvel characters. You have Batman, you got Superman. Come on, those two, let's go. Come on, and you couldn't slowly make those movies and make sure they were good, put them out properly. Once a year against Marvel's 3 movies a year. Come on.
I wonder how much of an asshole Joss Whedon was with the Avengers movies, and if we'll ever get, reasons why he was replaced by the Russos or whatever. I mean,
I mean, if anything, this is one of those things that definitely muddy the waters because one, it's like, how long has he been like that? And if not, did he become this because of, the success of Avengers, or was he the same dude in Avengers? Like, it's just one of those rabbit holes that are going to be, it's going to be a lot of shit's going to come out. So yeah, man, I'm thinking that too. Was he like this on Avengers? Did he try and pull this shit on those folks? Is that why he was so open of complaining about Avengers Age of Ultron? Like, is that what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questions now, so many more fucking questions.
Well, I wish Warner Brothers would have done their due diligence and not just hired Marvel's leftovers, because I am not a Joss Whedon acolyte. I don't like most of his work. I really don't like him. I don't like looking at his face on screen right now. But I do love the first Avengers movie. I think it's one of the best superhero movies ever made. They did a great job across the board. And then the second one is fine. But DC was supposed to have their own vision. Zack Snyder was their vision. I don't like where they went with it. I don't think he's the right choice for an optimistic hero like Superman. And he's never made a Batman movie. He made Batman scenes, and those Batman scenes were cool, but scenes don't make a great movie. Even Batman and Robin, well, it has no good scenes. But my point is, okay, hold on real quick. I found out that the fucking dude that is that crazy scientist that makes Poison Ivy by mistake, the one that makes Bane.
Yeah.
He's a voice actor from Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, and I think Lex Luthor's dad on Smallville.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's who he is. He was also in Gremlins too. He's the owner of the big company, the big building.
Oh man, it's a small world. I mean, I think he was the Riddler, and then right after that, he's like, "Hey, you can be Dr. Jason, whatever, and make Poison Ivy." Mm-hmm. Oh, dude! Speaking of Poison Ivy, I checked out that Warner Brothers animated short Batman and Harley Quinn, where they basically team up with Batman and Nightwing team up with Harley Quinn to take down Poison Ivy. It's pretty solid for the most part. But I wanted to bring it up to you, Dion. If you haven't watched it, check it out, because it's in the first, 15 minutes, they run into Harley Quinn and she starts fighting Nightwing because she doesn't want to go with him. She's gone clean. So anyway, they have this fight in the alleyway. It's pretty cool. And then he starts to laugh. She drugs him with Joker gas, takes him back to her apartment, and ties him up. Unlike a Batman cartoon where she would cut him loose and then they would go off and fight crime, she fucks him. And then Batman
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
So is this the same, the one that was on DC streaming service?
No, this is a movie they made, like a DCAU movie. And it's got Kevin Conroy and most of the original Batman, and it looks like Batman the Animated Series. They brought back the Batmobile, and it's an okay film. You know what? For what it is, I enjoy it. But I've never seen that actually happen. I was like watching it going, are they actually going to go ahead and do this? Because Nightwing is taped up to this bed. She's making fun of him for having a mullet. And then he makes some passing comment about being the old Robin. She goes, "Oh, you're the old Robin? We used to think Batman and Robin didn't like girls." And then she bangs him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was laughing my ass off the entire time, dude. That was a fucking... Batman and Harley Quinn, Mr. Julian. It's a pretty solid movie.
Check that shit out.
Yeah, I guess go check it out.
There you go, folks. There you go. But back to the Joss Whedon point. Is there much else you guys would like to say? I personally feel he's like that, but I don't think he's really got much left in the tank. His brand has kind of faded away before all the allegations came out. You know, that punchy female hero really has kind of evolved into something uglier because of the climate of today. You know, you couldn't make a show like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and it be just like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It would have to be mean-spirited and agenda-driven. So even though I don't like Buffy at all, that's not for me. Millions of people did. And so you can see where it's got a big fan base when they want to remake it and people get up in arms. But outside of that, I mean, he did Firefly, and I didn't think the show was bad at all. I thought that was a pretty solid show, and the movie was good from it too, Serenity. But he was always like the more successful Kevin Smith. Like, he was the geek darling for a minute, but when he got his big shot, he really took it and knocked it out of the park. I still think he faded away before the allegations came out. Maybe it's just me. Did it seem like he had kind of fallen out of favor?
I remember hearing like when it all kind of hit, shit hit the fan, that even Sarah Michelle Gellar came out and said, yeah, he was kind of an asshole. I remember hearing that. I don't know if that was her. I could be entirely wrong, but I think that was a thing.
Well, and I absolutely think that he definitely had, obviously this is definitely a more a socially conscious response to Joss Whedon. But yeah, even critically, even objectively for his work, yeah, he had lost his staff. I want to say it started with Age of Ultron, because Age of Ultron, everyone kind of realized it didn't measure up to the first Avengers film, and there were a lot of issues with it. And then obviously he went out and was talking about how his experience with the Marvel studio was bad, and how he was trying to reclaim some of that indie darling magic he had from Buffy. But yeah, people were, and that would definitely qualify as the start to the descent, because it was different. And then you found out that he was doing, when he was tabbed to finish the movie for Zack Snyder, because they were saying, because and then in real life he did have some shit to deal with. But when they made the decision, there was hoopla. Oh shit, it's Joss Whedon, but he also made Age of Ultron, and it wasn't great, So yeah, it definitely had started well before these allegations.
It just felt that way, and sometimes I'm like, is it just me, or does everyone else, think that? So I never watched Dollhouse. Did he do? No, wait. J.J. Abrams was the one Fringe, right? That alternate reality.
Yeah.
J.J.
Abrams was
whatever.
Fringe. Yeah. Fringe was a fun ass show, man. It was a lot of fun.
What was the first one you mentioned, Jeff?
Dollhouse.
Yep, that one, because that was Amy Acker was in that one too. Yeah, that one. Because who was supposed to be the chick in that one? The main actress. I keep
Eliza Dushku.
Yes, it was Elijah Dushku. Yeah, that was 100%. That show wasn't great. I mean, it was kind of clearly trying to copy Buffy, or not copy Buffy, but emulate the same type of show that Buffy was. But yeah, I mean, that was a big Joss Whedon thing, 100%. Because that was on Fox too, I believe.
Yeah. I never got into those types of Fox shows, the genre ones, because they never stuck around. So it's like, like that joke was real.
Yeah. Fox was the network of one seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I watched Buffy after the fact, and I mean, it was fine. It was a very 90s show. I mean, you could tell. But other than that, I mean, I watched it once all the way through, and I was like, oh, okay, I get why I get why people like it. It's all right.
I loved Angel. I was a big fan of the show Angel, but yeah, it definitely was one of those shows where it was like, I knew how campy it was. It was definitely a Joss. Campy. It was known as, that's a Joss Whedon thing. It's completely different.
Do you remember when Hillary was going on her Buffy the Vampire kick in college on Netflix, and you would get so pissed when she didn't want to watch it? Like, not again!
I wouldn't get pissed, but I was definitely annoyed, man, because she fucking she loved Buffy in college. And then when we were, because we all started buying seasons of stuff, and her, Garrett and Haley were really into Buffy, so I do remember being very like, no, not again, Hill. I'm not a fan of this goddamn fucking show. I like a spinoff.
I remember coming back, and it was the episode of Buffy. She was fighting like a zombie man or like a Frankenstein monster or some shit. And you're just like, seriously, Hillary? And you just got so mad when we walked, because we had been out either at like Luha's or somewhere, because it was like around that era. I had already lived there and moved out. And I came back to that with you, and you're just like, seriously?
Yeah. God,
I could never binge that show.
No, I can binge Angel, but even then it's like, it still is there are so many episodes you skip. So many.
Oh man. I mean, like, well, I mean, like, since we've heard Gal Gadot say, he was an asshole, is Fisher vindicated now for him complaining about Joss Whedon?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really taken the time to form an opinion on that one. So, because I need to go read all of his allegations again and then compare it before I could give an honest answer.
Gotcha. Yeah, because he was saying a lot of stuff, and then he was saying a lot of stuff. He was saying stuff for Gal, and then she's come out and said it. So,
the question I have is, was stuff racially motivated or just motivated because you're an asshole? Because if Gal Gadot, a big actress, is dealing with this kind of shit, I don't think he's going out of his way. I just think he's rubbing everybody the wrong way. And maybe Henry Cavill's just too nice of a guy to ever say anything. But I would believe that, so based on what I remember, I would believe that Joss Whedon had done shit, but I don't know if it was racially motivated. But I can believe he's just a dick, and so everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that he's just the all around dick for sure. So
Yeah, definitely a classic asshole, not not the hot topic asshole today. It's just like everybody fucking hates this guy. Like he's just an unlikable human being, not just not your run of the mill. Yeah, it's because he's racist or because he's sexist. Like no, he's just a genuine fucking dick.
He is. Well, I've heard he is.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it seems to be leaning that way. I'm more convinced of it now than I was before.
So let's keep up with our trend of, and this is in quotation, toxic pieces of shit. Dion, your favorite one, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh god.
Oh Lord, this fucking! I'm a comedian. Watch me dance. It's my bit.
Oh,
well,
god.
I have good news for you. The show's over. Finally.
Oh, thank God.
I have a question. When a show goes on so long that when it gets canceled and people go, finally, like how embarrassing of a sign is that for your show that you've overstayed your welcome?
Exactly.
Super embarrassing. The same thing will be said for Simpsons whenever that show goes off the fucking air.
Or Family Guy.
Or Family Guy, yeah, that too.
I will cheer when Family Guy goes off the air, but I don't want The Simpsons to ever go off TV. I want that show to be so fucking bad, but for some reason they keep making it just because people bitch about it. I want an episode of The Simpsons to just be a static image for 28 minutes. People will still watch it.
I want it to go. I really do want it to go because it'll just be like it'll finally be over with. This is kind of like we can't, they can't make any more. All the actors are too old. They don't want to work anymore. They made enough money to, for 50 lifetimes. Like they're fine. They're okay. You can quit the show. Plus Disney owns it, and they can make money on it by through syndication more than paying these people anyways. So why not?
Oh, so let's hear a little bit about Ellen said, because Dion, I know you love a nice victory lap. So Ellen DeGeneres calls the toxic workplace claims against her show orchestrated in a new interview. The Ellen DeGeneres show first landed in hot water in the spring of 2020 after employees expressed frustration at the series' handling of the COVID-19 shutdown. Soon after, troubling accusations from former Ellen show employees became to come out. That's a sentence on here. Good job, Screen Rant on StreamYard. Many people previously staffed at the hit daytime show painted the behind-the-scenes atmosphere as nothing like the candy-coated environment viewers take in on screen. So let's just do the TLDR version because whatever. So Ellen DeGeneres sat down in her first interview. She says it was orchestrated. Cancel culture was ablaze after DeGeneres found herself at the center of a toxic workplace allegations. It was too orchestrated. It was too coordinated. People get picked on, but for 4 months straight, it was me. The award-winning host also shared what she thought about not coming back for season 18. However, season 19 will be the last for the Ellen DeGeneres show instead.
You've had 18 seasons of a show and you're bitching? Shut the fuck up. especially daytime TV. Be happy. Be fucking happy you had that many.
How many seasons did Ricky Lake get?
Not that many. I think Ricky Lake had like 8.
Yeah, but that's too many.
I mean, obviously, it's Ricky Lake. Shit. I was a singer and dancer, but not a singer and dancer. But now I have my own talk show. That's what people want from that person. A talk show. I'm Ricky Lake.
Dude, the Ricky Lake show was on from 1993 to 2004.
Jeez.
Damn.
So 11 years?
I used to watch this when I was sick from school.
I did too. I don't remember it being till 2004. God damn.
Oh, yeah, and then it continued in reruns through the summer until August. So yeah, so it was on for a while. God,
dude,
running time. Jesus, how many episodes were there? 186. Is that what it said? Somewhere up there. That had a lot of episodes.
Jeez, man.
Anyway, good for Ricky Lake. I don't know why I brought her up, but I'm done. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. That's why we talked about the Ricky Lake show. Folks, tell us your favorite forgotten daytime talk shows in the chat. Mine was not the Ricky Lake show.
Whatever.
Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue.
Nah, bro, it was the Jerry Springer Show.
Oh, come on. You know it is. You know damn well it is. Oh my god. That was really, really awesome for so long when we were kids, and then it just got really pathetic. And then I think what is it, in the last 5 or 6 years it got canceled finally, and it's off TV now.
Well, it was never good. We were just living in the
God,
90s when shit like that was acceptable.
That's true. I think one of the guards on the show got his own show for a little bit, and then it died.
Steve Wilkos. No, that's still on, dude.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh my god, the Steve Wilkos show's been on for too long, but let's see how long it's been on.
It's what happens when you give Chris Hansen fucking 3 more inches and a loss of complete hair. Like Steve Wilkos is fucking crazy now.
Dude, the Steve Wilkos show was on longer than fucking Ricky Lake. It's been on since 2007. It has 2,200 episodes.
Jesus.
Now, how many episodes did the Jerry Springer Show have? Because
God,
I kind of gotta know.
It was out for 20-some years, wasn't it?
Yeah, 27 years with 4,969 episodes.
Jesus.
Fuck.
What a shit show.
I wonder what VOD service is going to buy that for $1.
You couldn't pay me to watch Jerry Springer reruns.
I can watch older ones because of the nostalgic I'm home from school sick factor. But dude, that show became a fucking parody of itself.
Yeah, it did.
In every sense of the word.
I think he even got the Jerry Springer movie, didn't he?
I don't know if it was
wasn't it like what was it called? He had like a weird name, not like Bullwing. Not Bull Durham's the other one. Jerry Springer movie. Yeah, it was like something. What was it called? Ringmaster. That's what it was. Jerry Springer did have a movie.
What the fuck?
Well, it was the era of Howard Stern with Private Parts. Of course, it made sense because after Howard Stern, there was Jerry Springer. Gave him a movie too.
There was also that wonderful thing. I think it was like on E or whatever, on the E channel, where late at night there would be the show version. Like you'd be able to see who he's talking to on the radio. And then once Sirius XM like swooped him up, like nothing. There's no video anymore. It's just audio. That's it.
Yep.
Would you like to hear the 3 plots to the movie Ringmaster featuring Jerry Springer?
Yes.
One sentence each.
Oh God.
There are 3 plots in this film. One surrounds the white trash trailer park family, in which a slutty angel is sleeping with her mother's husband. The second revolves around an urban black woman called Starletta, whose boyfriend Demond is sleeping with her 2 best friends. And the third subplot revolves around Jerry and the show itself, detailing the difficulties Jerry faces trying to come to terms with his rather dubious claim to fame and the star's utter amazement at the bizarre stories they must deal with. Oh, sorry. And there's a minor subplot that involves a producer on the show who mistakenly picks up one of the guests, a self-proclaimed man by day, woman by night.
Okay.
You don't make shit like that anymore.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Jerry Springer Show would be quite accepting in these current times.
So let's take a step away from some 90s trash TV and let's talk about taints. I think we're the digital podcast version of the Jerry Springer Show. That makes Kendo our Steve Wilkos.
All I can say is that kid ain't mine.
When I think of like 90s trash TV, I do think of Jerry Springer, but there are other like garbage shows that weren't like, okay, let me rephrase that. Trashy or 90s TV that you really don't make anymore. That, all those stupid celebrity boxing shows.
Oh my God.
The Celebrity Deathmatch was awesome, but like that wasn't in the same category. But like you had all these weird,
like Blind Date and shit, like the dating shows.
Blind Date was a guilty pleasure of mine. I used to watch the shit out of that.
And there was
Blind Date and Fifth Wheel was that one.
Oh my God. Well, there was one on MTV called Eliminate. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah. No, Fifth Wheel's the bus. Eliminate was, it's essentially the bus one, but it's like way raunchier.
Yeah, because there were the girl would show up and every now and again, like the first guy would come off and he should be like no, and then immediately go to the second guy.
Yep.
And then, like she could go through 5 guys in the span of that afternoon. And it was one of those things like say she was in the middle of dinner and the guy said something wrong. She's like next, and then like the other guy, like guy number 2 or 3 would come in and then complete the dinner date and then go on to the next part of it.
Yep.
And it was so strange. It was so strange.
Sean the Movie Man 71 brings up cheaters. I won't tonight because I'm wait for Kendo. But did I ever tell you the story on air about how I impersonated a producer from Cheaters and made somebody at my old job think they were being spied on by the show?
No.
Okay. I'll tell you that story in person on that live stream from Loudy's wedding. That's a true story. I'll even call my mom on air to verify it.
Deal.
She loves it.
Deal.
I should just have my mom tell the story in a video.
You should
laugh the whole time.
100% we gotta do that.
This is a wonderful title, by the way. Taintless in Seattle.
Love it. Billy Crystal's like, I mean, was it Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan?
Yeah. No, sorry, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Okay, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that was When Harry Met Sally was Billy Crystal.
That's who it was. Yeah.
The 80s was the last decade where they tried to make Billy Crystal sexy and cool. They're just like, fuck it, it's Billy Crystal.
You know what? I am a huge Billy Crystal fan. I fucking love Billy Crystal. He is funny. Billy Crystal too.
Same.
Dude, he was so funny. I know he's got a movie with Tiffany Haddish that's coming out soon, and I don't really like her, but I've softened on her. I used to really hate her, but I've softened on her. She's fine. But it's them becoming friends, and because he's like losing his memory in his mind, he's trying to write his last book or whatever before things go real bad. And I was like, God damn it, this tugs on my feels. I might have to go watch this.
Huh.
I will watch it because Billy Crystal.
Yeah, he did some Netflix stand up years ago, and I was like, this is fucking good, man. It's hilarious. Like he's just funny, dude. Yeah, ever since I saw City Slickers like 2 as a kid, I was like, I love this man.
So Scott Beckham, Battle Beyond the Taint. So we're anime style. TLJ Screwjob says, "You came in on that taint? You're braver than I thought." Nice. Come on. Stephen Kraft, thank you very much. He says, "Worst race swapped movie idea ever. Dion takes over as the male lead in the remake of the 80s comedy Mannequin."
Oh.
Hey, Dion, how about you play... Look, they'll remake Mannequin with Margot Robbie and Haley Joel Osment, but you play Hollywood, the black dude from the original. Do you think you could pull that off?
If I must for the team, I will.
Look, Hollywood doesn't need another Michael Winslow right now, but they need another whoever the fuck played Hollywood. So
they need a new Carl Winslow.
They do need another Carl Winslow.
Yep.
And you know what, Dion?
Yes, sir.
You know when they need him?
No, goddammit, no!
Yes, sir.
Well, then what you do is you take Jordan Peele and put him in a fat suit and just make him Carl Winslow for the rest of his life. It's fine.
Oh,
easy.
It's always been Steve.
First of all, what do you mean easy? You know you won that. It'll stop him from making the other crap he's probably gonna make. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's a strong point.
Get out of my head, Steve.
Still a damn funny show. It
is. Kendo Slice, thank you very much for your super chat. He says, Grinder award winner Nick Utam.
Yep, I won a Grinder.
Doug Keller says, folks, can somebody send me that sound clip for Nick's button? Yep. Doug Keller says, Dion, we got plenty of taint gun barrel to suck on.
Quote of the year. Quote of the goddamn year.
Zach Z says, testicles of the Caribbean, dead man's taint. That's well done.
That's a good one.
We should get t-shirts that say that.
Amen.
It's over, Dion. Slash can show such new levels of pleasure, like those horse demon women can be yours.
That was a super chat from Adam Wofford, by the way.
God damn it, Adam.
Now, we might have some fighting words on this show right now.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. What happened?
Tyler Perry, Oscar winner.
You know what? We done talked about this, y'all. He did not win an Oscar for a film. It doesn't count.
So look, Crockett's theme is greater than Axel F.
Oh,
What?
No, it is not.
Are you serious? How many times do you hear Crockett's theme in popular culture to this day? Not this many. He's not even close. It's a great theme, but it's not even fucking close.
Crockett's theme was a wonderful song from Jan Hammer, but yeah, man, Tyler Perry Oscar winner. I don't know what's more. Actually, your screen name's not offensive. It's great to troll Dion. Folks continue to. But man, I can't even joke. I'm just gonna move on. I'm fucking hurting my soul.
Oh, jeez.
Doug Keller says Friday the 13th. Jason takes taint.
Oh Lord.
Now I gotta make it. Shit.
I mean, never mind. Do you think Jason has a taint collection at Camp Crystal Lake? Camp
God.
Crystal Taint.
Absolutely.
He's
Dude,
for Christmas, he's got a wreath of taints. A Christmas tree. Taints hanging up there.
So all he's just gonna have is like little flaps of dried skin with some hair. Like,
Yep.
Oh, guys, goddamn.
it's gonna be like weird beef jerky.
Guys,
Anyway.
I've been drinking too much and I'm high. You can't be mentioning that shit.
Wait, say that again, Dion.
I've been drinking too much and I'm high, man. You can't be fucking talking about torn
Dion.
paints hanging up.
I'm with you minus the drinking part. That's why it's funny to me.
That is so fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Adam Wofford, thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, so me and my two friends were talking marketing movies and TV shows. The problem is only having one crew doing marketing, but what they should do is have two, one for mainstream entertainment and one for cult movies. It's not a bad idea.
But see, the thing is, like the only way you know a movie is a cult movie is after it's like about I would say 10 years after it's gone through. It's gone, and to predict that is, I think, really, really rare. You can't really predict what's going to be a cult film afterwards, even though it's like failed or maybe it's done mediocre at the box office. I think it's really difficult to tell what's going to be a cult film, what's not.
See, Evil Dead does that perfectly. You can basically, it's like an aftermarket thing with cult movies.
Yes.
Because the Warriors took on a whole new life in the early 2000s that I didn't know what the Warriors was as a little kid. When I got to high school and that game was coming out, I was like, what is this based on? I like Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar's making it. I'll check it out. And I found it, and it had this weird resurgence. But yeah, Nick, you're right about you can't really see a cult movie, but you could be like a Kevin Smith, and maybe what would become a cult movie in the future would be marketed today like a Jay and Silent Bob's reboot, where you kind of make it for the niche audience. Maybe you budget it differently. You expect it to bring in less. You put it in certain avenues.
And even then, man, that is like you're putting a lot of parameters on it, and it's still really difficult to predict. Like look at like the movie We Love, The Thing, completely bombed at box office, even after John Carpenter went back and rewrote and redid and re-edited everything. And only now is it getting a resurgence. Like there's so many shirts, toy. I mean, the NECA is making a toy of Kurt Russell. They have their own board game and everything. That only now is it becoming like, is it a mainstream thing that everybody loves and respects and really really digs. So it's just I would love to be able to predict a cult movie, but I think it is extremely difficult to do it. Even if you try to prepare for it, it's just you're still rolling the dice. You're still rolling the dice.
Dion, anything you'd like to add?
Listen, I the idea of them, if we're talking an actual intelligence studio, yeah, you have a division that's focused on blockbusters and the one that focuses on a legacy branding. Absolutely, I think that would be the best of both worlds scenario, where people that care about making the billions in the short term and setting up long-standing stuff in the long term. That's what I would preferably want in real life.
Yeah, that'd be the dream. But it seems like all these execs just want their giant yacht with helipad on it, so they can just leave and be like, "Fuck it, I'm done," and just be gone.
Yeah, Yeah, man. They want to get the recommendations and the kudos for the big hits. When you make those, culturally relevant ones, and it brings in $1 billion, that'll make my career. So yeah, man. I'm not surprised.
There was almost a weird purity to the old marketing. You could get these summer blockbusters, and like they would all follow the same cookie cutter formula, but it didn't suck. It's like you'd get the movie, you'd get the fast food tie-in, and it would kind of go away. You'd see it, and that was it. That was great summer entertainment.
Well, and like, well, that's why it was so good, because you had only 3 months of it. You only had 3 months of it. You knew it was happening, like starting around the time that people, that you got out of school, because once you got out of school and you heard about these cool movies coming out, you're like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do for the summer. I'm gonna watch these 4 movies whenever they come out with my friends or my family or whatever. And it was only during that time, and it made it rare, and it made it fun, and it made it important because it only happened for this limited amount of time during this one time of the year. Now that it's $1 billion movie every other weekend, it seems it ceases to be great and exciting, and what we had during the summer blockbusters, which I really miss and enjoy that time, because it was rare, it was fun, it was summer, we were all having a good time, and we were all watching these great movies, and that was cool. And during the year, we got smaller, memorable movies that were like just $20 million, $50 million movies that did pretty okay and kept the companies afloat. But we're not getting it anymore, so it's just weird.
Well, there's no event nature. It's not a special occasion anymore. Like I always say, when everything's special, nothing is. I mean, you used to be able to get excited for these things because it was like there was the big one. I was watching Spider-Man the other day, and that was the big one of that summer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had other films come out like Star Wars, but even Star Wars wasn't the big one that year. Mm-hmm. But these days, it's like you don't even get a big one from a studio. Shit, Disney puts out 3 big ones now, and that's fine. Those releases don't make me, or don't give me superhero fatigue. I don't go, 3 comic book movies in a year. Usually I go, cool, let's go see them, historically speaking. But I don't know. I guess to market stuff in the digital age, which has been the digital age forever, but in the post-social media age, the way it is, like, I guess, you have to market these movies a certain way, but it just doesn't make anything cool. Plus, you never have a chance to miss it. It's like, I kind of got excited for this trailer, and they kept showing me trailers, and they kept showing me trailers to the point where I kind of saw most of the movie. And then I saw the movie and it was good, but then I kept seeing commercials, and then it was out on streaming, and it never goes away. It used to be cool. It's like, I got excited for this movie early in the year. I couldn't wait till the summer. I saw it. I thought about it all fucking summer into the fall, and then it hit DVD before Christmas. That's, that was cool. You got excited. You were ready. So then when you brought the movie home, it was another big event. And I know studios need to make their money, and I know they need to continue to pump out garbage, but, find a way to make at least one thing feel special. I think that'll drive people back to theaters. I think that'll really get people wanting to partake in the group thing again, because you can watch the movie anywhere from your couch or anything, but like going out with a group of 150 to 200 strangers and sharing that group experience, that just makes the movie that much better. So Hollywood marketing, do better. I want to be excited. I want to go to Burger King to eat the fucking chicken fries to support the movie. Like, get back on track.
Oh god, dude, that'd be so much fun. I mean, yeah. Remember when Will Smith was like the king of the July 4th weekend? Like that was a thing that happened.
Yes, holy shit, man.
Yeah, man. Like he had Wild West, he had Independence Day, he had Men in Black, he had like all these movies come out. Like at least I think it was like 4 years in a row where he did it, and they were these giant blockbusters. It's like it was insane to think, And it was a simpler time. It was a better time.
But Nick, don't talk about Will Smith being a lead in Hollywood, because it won't matter as much when we have another actor do it. It's like, we have this actor bringing in all this money. It's like, yeah, Will Smith did it 25 years ago.
Well, yeah, and I mean, he was, he was in a bunch of those movies, and he did a damn good job. He was literally, they named it like the king of July 4th weekend for the longest time, and then things shifted, things changed.
His movies were fun. He was cool. Like he was the perfect guy. Very rarely do you get a packaged celebrity that has that organic appeal like Will Smith did. Maybe The Rock. even then, he still feels a little more produced than Will Smith ever did. But
yeah,
maybe that goes into the that whole conversation about the marketing too. You have, like, last week I put out a video about Captain Marvel, talking about how Marvel's rebranding and moving away from her and rebranding some of these movies to try to make them fresh again. Do you think that stuff's going to work? Do you think if they would, hell, even if they tried to rebrand some of these less likable actors into something else, do you think that can work like they're trying to do with Brie Larson, or do you think they should just start fresh once an actor becomes tainted? No pun intended.
They gotta start fresh because I mean, look at the stuff that's on YouTube, the videos we make and things like that. Like, they last forever. Like, the internet's forever. So if anybody wants to look at these people and like is interested in the movie and our videos on the side there while they're watching the trailer for it, and they see it and they're like, oh, this actor's kind of shitty because of the things they've done, they're going to be turned off by it, and that's less money that Hollywood's going to make. And if everybody does that, everybody knows about this person being shitty, then they're just not going to, they're not going to bank on them anymore.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just, it's so hard to shake that reputation. It's so hard to shake that taint, so to speak. When you've been in a situation like a Brie Larson, when it's simply a flash in the pan thing, So it's very interesting, especially the way she decided to burn so brightly in the sky, being being obviously her downgrade in the sequel. You got to start fresh. You got to try and find the face that's going to get people to spend their money. Again, they don't care about all that bullshit. That's what Brie endangered, the actual people spending the actual monies. Oh my god.
So wait, hold on. Is the other part of the article also him calling out Game of Thrones for the same thing?
Possibly. Now, Mortal Kombat was many things, and good wasn't one of them. So, right. Mortal Kombat's Ludi Lin calls out Lord of the Rings show for lack of diversity. So this is going to be fun, right?
Sure.
Jesus.
Actor Ludi Lin calls out Amazon's new Lord of the Rings show for its lack of diversity in a tweet. Lin stars in the Mortal Kombat movie as Liu Kang, a warrior monk who helps guide the Earthrealm, blah, blah, blah. The film is based off the game. It has received mixed reviews, but was praised for its diverse casting and showcasing of martial arts and well-executed fight scenes. Those have been proven to be a fucking lie, at least the latter. I'm sure some stupid people were like, it's diverse. It's like, it's Mortal Kombat. The first one was equally fucking diverse. You had an Asian lead. Oh, let's see. You had an extra white guy in the old one. Excuse me.
Plus, let's not forget that whole scene with Gorov. That was probably technically the most technically craziest thing to shoot, because that guy, they had so many robotic parts and things like that to shoot with him, and they had so many scenes to shoot with him. I'm sure that they got that scene really well done. And that was in 90, 94, 95. I mean, come on.
Yes.
So I'll give you guys the TLDR from this guy. So one of the newest stories to hit the news cycle about the Amazon Lord of the Rings show was about a massive budget Amazon is putting forward to make the show. For one such article, the headline reads, Amazon bus justifies Lord of the Rings $465 million budget, huge world building required. Lynn responded on Twitter, directly addressing the head of Amazon Studios, saying it's hard to justify the creation of such a huge world without any characters that look Asian. Dude, is this really the hill you want to die on? It's a fantasy world created by Tolkien. An English dude. Like, I guess when I don't know. I've never made anything that's fantasy based yet, but I probably am not going to go, oh, let me make sure I have real world representation in a fantasy story. Like, it's Lord of the Rings. Who gives a shit if they're all white? They're elves and hobbits and shit. Like, whatever. It's what they look like. That's what the world building means. It's not like, oh, I gotta make it represent our world, dude.
Clearly, this guy's not a reader and he's just a fucking actor. So, that's why.
Yeah, that's true. Not a thinker, he's an actor. I must act.
Well, he's not much of an actor. I mean, let's compare Liu Kang to Liu Kang. Robin Shu, thumbs up. This guy, thumbs down. Can't His fight scenes aren't as convincing. He doesn't look as dedicated to the role. He didn't make me laugh. He wasn't as entertaining. So, all these different things. They legit called Black Panther the most diverse movie ever.
God.
Yeah,
Just
what?
having all black people doesn't
Hey,
make it
hey,
most
movie 43 was really diverse, but it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What's your point?
like having diverse doesn't mean just non-white, y'all.
Well, why? Like, why are these movies praised for being diverse, but they're pieces of shit? Like, I don't understand this. Like, once again, like Mortal Kombat, they're excited. They're happy that this has Asian representation in it. It's like, do you not hear the story about the guys who made it? Like, they had like the Mexican guy acting like 4 parts, and they had their friends dressed up with these hats on and shit like that. Like, this was made in a basement with everybody that was involved. That's how the game was made. And you're trying to give it this really weird, like old scroll. It had lore to it. It meant something. No, it fucking didn't. They're making a video game in a basement. Calm down.
Well, plus it's like, again, it's like, when you mean diverse, you don't mean actually diverse, and Black Panther isn't a piece of shit. It's a good movie, but like, it's in Africa. So they were all African. So like, what do you mean by the most diverse ever? Because are you just saying, as long as they're darker, they're diverse? That's what makes it so disingenuous. Like, you don't mean, it's one of the most diverse movies I've ever seen because it had more black people in it. I mean, they were in Africa. They weren't gonna make a Central African country like all Japanese people. Like, what are you trying to say? So yeah, it's. I love that as a comparison.
I want to make it a diverse movie. I want to make the Nelson Mandela movie, but with Tom Hanks in Africa. That's what I want to do.
Yo, man, I'm all about them. When they do, the next King Arthur movie, I want to be a black dude.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I want him to be Puerto Rican.
Michael
Pena is King Arthur.
Margaret Pena is King Arthur. Yes.
I would watch the movie in a heartbeat. That dude is a solid actor.
He is, dude. He has a very wonderful range that a lot of people don't know about, and he's fucking talented.
I agree. Very much so. I mean, he's great as Louise in Ant-Man. That whole fucking just that meme of him recapping the story and everything's great. But I know I mentioned a second ago, but End of Watch is like a really solid cop movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie, man.
Yeah.
It was an LAPD, right? Yeah, okay, it's LAPD.
Yeah, the LAPD and Jake Gyllenhaal in an actually good movie.
Question for you guys. Now, this is just a guess. Do you think there are more? You think that there are better films made about the LAPD or the NYPD? Like, which police department has better films made about them?
NYPD.
Oh, I was going to say LAPD.
I would too.
The only reason I say NYPD is because you had like 21 Bridges is the most recent one that I can think of. Yeah, that one made recently. It was not good. It was not good.
I heard it wasn't great.
I watched it. I was hopeful because of the trailer looked kind of good and the story was real. Honestly, the story when they showed it in the trailer, I was like, "What? Huh? What's going on?" And then you watch it and it's like it's very meh. It's like, this is okay. I mean, it wasn't even a typical cop movie. They tried doing something else with it and it didn't work out. I was like, okay, just go with the typical cop stuff. It's fine. But yeah, my opinion is NYPD because I don't know. I feel like there's more of them made for that region than anything.
I mean, if we're saying good, there are good NYPD movies, but if we're saying quality, the amount of quality good ones. I mean, with LAPD, you got Lethal Weapon, obviously. Southland, the TV show on TNT.
Not Southland Tales, the movie, Dion.
Which is also in LA. But
I'm a pimp, and pimps don't kill themselves.
God, we were not drunk enough for that fucking movie, dude. But yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, obviously New York has Die Hard 3, Serpico and American Gangster, LA, Chicago, or fuck, man, I'm all over the goddamn place. New York still has them, but you just got more LAPD ones. I mean, SWAT, SWAT,
Yeah,
the TV show.
I was gonna say SWAT. Yeah, SWAT was a solid. Even the movie that came out was the remake of the TV show was amazing. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, Colin Farrell and Samuel Jackson. I mean, you've got so many LAPD. Rush Hour.
Oh God, that's
Both
true.
Rush
Yep.
Hour movies.
Yep.
That,
Yep.
It's just tough to say all the. If we're going pound for pound, don't get me wrong. Miami and Chicago are on the list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If we're talking world
We have
championship
to.
level movies, it's got to be LA.
I'd like to look into this further and maybe make a list of it and have a discussion about this on Patreon.
That would
and
be
really go through it, because I think this is an interesting topic, because we love us some good buddy cop movies on this channel. We really do.
Damn right.
And I think we need to go through and make a list of just ones just ones that deal with LAPD and NYPD, and weigh in on them.
Yep. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be dope. It'd be, because it would be cool to see, how, especially like ESPN will do, most national championships by school. Like that'd be cool to be like most awesome buddy cop movies or classic buddy cop movies, and have it by the numbers. New York, LA,
East Coast,
Chicago, East Coast, West Coast, count them as conferences. Best regions: South, East Coast, Midwest, West Coast. Like that would be fun as shit.
I'm glad you brought up Walking Tall, Babo Yogi, because today I actually had a conversation with Jesse. We're on the TV, every time you turn it on, like these Vizio ads for whatever you can stream pop up. And there was an ad for Kevin Sorbo in Walking Tall, something Justice. Let's see what it's actually called. Because did you realize that the Walking Tall franchise had a life after?
Yep.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was. Didn't Kevin Sorbo get that one?
I didn't realize he did more than one.
I think he only did two. I think there was another one. Oh fuck! Who was the semi action star?
If you actually read the Wikipedia page of the story of that guy, it's incredibly fucking sad.
Yeah, man.
The movie's way more hopeful than the story actually is.
Yeah, the first one, was good, but who he was based on a real person. Yeah, dude was just in a tough fucking town.
Walking Tall Lone Justice, starring Kevin Sorbo. That's what it was.
Okay.
I love generic direct-to-video action films. No matter what era they come from, they're a guilty pleasure.
They're always so fun.
You gotta get on Tubi then, because that's the majority of what Tubi has, is just like direct-to-DVD ones.
I just watched that Snoop Dogg movie Bones. I just watched that on Tubi.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah, the movie's so dumb. I love it.
I know.
Do you remember the show Doggy Shizzle Televizzle?
What? You motherfucker! Stop being my best friend. I've been thought about that show since I was a fucking kid.
What are you talking about? What did you just say? Did you have a seizure? What happened?
Doggy Shizzle Televizzle?
Yeah, I have never heard of that ever.
Dude.
Oh, dude, hold on. I'll look it up in a second. But do me a favor. Answer Doug Keller's question real quick while I look it up. Who's the greatest movie cop? For me, it's a tie between Dirty Harry Callahan and Axel Foley.
Shit, dude. I watched Dirty Harry recently. Dude, it's two eras, man. The thing is that like those 70s cop movies are fucking awesome. I don't care where they're based. Those 70s cop movies, they got a life of their own. They got a whole style. They got a whole thing. And then you got Axel Foley in the 80s doing his own thing. And it's like, I can't pick. I'm not going to pick because that's...
Dude,
that's rough, man. That's rough.
That's a great fucking question.
That is a good question. That's
for me, it's always between Axel Foley and Roger Murtaugh for
oh yeah.
For my top ones, but if I'm picking between those two, I'm going to Axel. I mean, Dirty Harry was, like you said, that those 70s are so different, and those 70s cop movies are dark. Whereas the 80s, you kind of that 80s solidified that the good guys win all the time. And Axel is the perfect example of, and then there's just more layers to Axel and Beverly Hills Cop than there is Dirty Harry.
Yeah. That's true. The 70s cop movies were like there's a straightforward kind of thing. Like he's the semi-vigilante of that precinct, and he's hated, and he's just pissed off. He drinks too much, he fires his gun off too much. It's just like that guy. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, with Axel, there were layers to him, and especially with his relationship with Inspector Todd and everything that as well.
Yep.
Rosewood as well and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there are layers to that as well. So I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna pick because they're both good. I would buy them both on 4K Blu-ray in a minute. And watch them both.
Well, Vitamar Skullhunter picked my answer. He says Dirty Harry and John McClane. I'd pick John McClane as the best movie cop.
Yes, I mean he's up there. I mean, John McClane's definitely top 3.
John McClane is a drunk MacGyver, and that's why I fucking love him. He is a drunk MacGyver, and I fucking love him because his level of good luck is through the goddamn roof. Like he should have died in the first 15 minutes of the first Die Hard movie, and just that would have been it. But he didn't, and that's how good he is.
Dude, absolutely. Fucking, he's the man with the plan. Who can kill him? No one can, because he's fucking Tant McClane. I mean, just he's, fucking trying to get back with his wife who's about to divorce. Fucking in a goddamn crazy situation. Then he's trying to pick up that same wife for Christmas because they're back in love again. Boom, motherfuckers, back in a situation with terrorists. Oh, then his fucking wife leaves and takes the fucking kids. That shit's gonna be all fucked up. Oh, fucking national attack on the fucking U.S. government. He's back in the shit. And then God, McClane's the fucking man. He's the fucking man.
And then in the fourth one, the whole U.S. gets shut down by hackers.
Yep.
And his daughter's in trouble.
His daughter's in trouble. Fucking Agent 47 fucking kidnapped her.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, it's fine.
You're good.
They delivered my computer to the front door of the building. So, folks, it's official. Yeah, I didn't want to leave it downstairs.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you.
So, real quick, Nick, this is Doggy Fizzle Tell the Vizzle. It was, according to Wikipedia, let's see, sketch comedy show that was produced and starred rapper Snoop Dogg. It aired on MTV in 2002 until 2003.
It looks like it. I guess I need to watch it and see how it is.
I mean, spoiler alert, don't watch it sober, but hey.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely, you're not going to enjoy it sober. But, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I've not thought about that because I could only watch when I went to see my family because we didn't have cable. So, yeah, man. That dumbass. I was like, Snoop's kind of funny. Who gave him this much money, though?
Well, they didn't give him too much money, Dion, because Snoop Dogg stated that according to the contract, the show was to air 6 times, but later extended to 8 episodes. The second season was canceled due to payment negotiation issues.
Yeah, it's fucking MTV. They're really good at that shit.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg wanted $1 million for his role, which MTV refused to pay him.
Jesus.
Which is kind of surprising.
Well, talk about shows that were ahead of their time. Not that one.
So right before he got Bones.
God.
Is Bones better than Vampire in Brooklyn? Or Brooklyn?
Yes. But
Vampire in Brooklyn. Vampire in Brooklyn is Anne Rice wishing she was with a black dude. That's basically what it is. She's like I like that dark meat. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
And then let's add some sexy ass Angela Bassett to it too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. She's like I'm gonna do the blaxploitation version of my book. I'm gonna do it right now.
So let's talk about the image on screen, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Did you guys get a chance to watch this trailer? So what did you guys think?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yep, I did. I actually am surprised. I am so excited for it now because the first one was good. I liked it, but fucking Woody Harris as Cletus Cassidy. Holy shit, dude! I'm all about it. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I don't know who that character is, but I'm down for some Woody Harrelson. I like him in general. But no, it was it's a funny fucking trailer. It's a really well done trailer for what it is, and it makes you want to watch the movie. Even I looked at it. I watched it a couple times. I was like, this is hilarious. I am definitely gonna go watch this. This looks really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised.
DH2 2006 DH Axel Braun, Vampire Bones Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Oh
God damn it.
Now, I enjoyed the trailer too. I had not seen the first Venom, but this trailer makes me want to go back and check it out. Jesse was telling me that the Venom stuff is really towards the end, and there's a lot of Eddie Brock shit for most of the movie, but maybe I should just skip it and go to the second one if I want to watch a fun Venom movie.
Well, like I watch it in theaters, and like I don't know these characters very much, and even I liked it. I was like, oh, this is a solid movie. It was actually really done really well, and it's a really fun movie overall.
It's fun. It's definitely more Eddie Brock than you would prefer. But once it's better suited to set up how he gets the symbiote. But yeah, I mean, and he's a decent. Listen, fucking. I always want to call him Eddie Hearns, but Tom Hardy, he's the dude can act, and his New York accent I thought was pretty interesting. And when he finally gets Venom, it doesn't make up for it taking so long, but it's still really cool, man. And definitely, make it part of like a cool, just a cool flick movie. We can like watch this and then watch like Immortals or something, But it's good. I'm definitely gonna make sure to watch it again before Let There Be Carnage, because fucking his Cletus Cassidy, who is even for Marvel, he's a psycho killer in Marvel. Nick, the dude is a straight. Okay. Grabbing people and killing them and shit. The dude's in life, like multiple life sentences and stuff, who gets a fucking symbiote. It's fucking nutty. So it's okay. Yeah. He's a psycho person.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, man. Part one was a lot of fun. I remember really liking it. So part two, and when we watched the trailer earlier, I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. I'm good for it.
Now, like I said, I didn't watch the first one, and I love Spider-Man, and I'm very particular about that. And so it does bother me how there's no Spider-Man in this world, because that's how Venom looks the way he does. He doesn't. Oh, there's people fighting outside. Cool. If there's any gunshots, I'll have to stop the show for legal reasons, but it's just some dude yelling. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Venom symbiote is just kind of an amorphous blob of shit, goo, oil-looking substance, and then it becomes that. So if I can shut off my comic book brain, which I shouldn't have to, they should follow these things and do them the right way. I guess I'll enjoy this. I know this isn't gonna, win any brownie points with the fans. Venom was never my favorite Spider-Man villain. He was fine. I like to play. Did you say blasphemy?
Yeah. Well, I'm just joking.
I know, dude. Dr. Octopus or bust. Like Dr. Octopus or bust. Fucking Green Goblin, Kraven the Hunter, all the classics. I like Venom quite a bit. Once he becomes, Agent Venom or Anti-Venom, I know one's Eddie Brock, one is Flash Thompson. My point is, like, when the symbiote spawned more than carnage, it got stupid. There was separation anxiety, which had all those different, there's a toxin and all the different symbiotes. And symbiotes aren't that cool. They were cool when there were only like two of them, and it was this alien thing that Spider-Man got rid of, and it adopted these other two bodies, and he had to, fight it and deal with him knowing his secret identity and shit. It was cool. It was this struggle, this very personal but deadly, intergalactic struggle on a human level. And they kind of, they got rid of that stuff with these characters. I don't know. They don't pop anymore. They've just become marketing tools. It's like, we're going to make Venom look cool to sell a poster or to sell a statue. And I get it. I love the commercialization of art and finding that perfect balance. But I don't know. It's just too much with Venom. And so I don't respect the character anymore.
I mean, listen, and me, Spider-Man is definitely in my top favorite, but I guess one of the things that I enjoy was, since he wasn't my favorite character, I loved Venom. I always thought that he was a nice sprinkling of don't get me wrong, I still love Green Goblin and Doc Ock more than Venom, but it was cool. And then then you had the period where Venom kind of spins off and he becomes like an anti-hero, and it's Eddie and Venom being a vigilante is more than a superhero. Like that was always cool, you know. And then obviously, yeah, you know, Carnage was dope, and he was the true dark side of what Venom posed as a character. So I always enjoyed it, but yeah, I agree. And I was definitely not a fan of the symbiote children or whatever they're fucking called, and all these crazy bullshit. You know, I love the game. You know, when Doc Ock tries to make his own symbiote and taking over New York, the PlayStation 1 game. But yeah, I will say I love him enough to be excited for a look see and what it would be like if it's just a symbiote. But I agree, they need to get Venom into a universe, because you can't have that was so much of why he was the way he is, because of his interaction with Spider-Man, you know, why he became a character that would take on other fucking heroes, and they were all terrified of this motherfucker. So yeah, I don't like Spider-Man not being in it either.
I'm trying to pull up all the symbiotes because they're in that game Separation Anxiety. That game sucked though, because it was a cheaper version of Maximum Carnage. The graphics weren't as good, the story wasn't as good, the presentation was fine. The cutscenes look like Mark Bagley artwork and stuff, so I can't really shit on that. But Maximum Carnage was just a better game across the board. Did you guys play either or?
No.
Yeah, I played Maximum Carnage. I don't think I ever played Separation Anxiety.
Here's a picture of the box art. I used to see this, and it looked cool because, you know, I love Spider-Man. And as a kid, I would walk past the little ticket at Toys R Us. I almost said sticker. I was a little ticket, and it would look like a real rendering of Spider-Man. Because I was like, oh, that looks so cool. And then I played it, and it blew. Maximum Carnage was just the shit.
Okay, yeah. I remember the cover of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the big epic superhero games, but I do miss the smaller ones. I don't think it would be a bad idea for us to get side-scrolling beat-em-ups with, or, you know, like a smaller Iron Man game. It doesn't need to be this huge world with Robert Downey Jr. and VR interfacing. Like, just throw together an X-Men side-scroller. Like, I would kill to play an X-Men side-scroller.
It's so much
16-bit.
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah, they do have the Iron Man VR game for PS4 and PS5, I think. So
that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. The only problem is I think it's like $35. I'm just like, I'm not gonna spend that much money on that game. I'm just gonna pretend to fly around it and shoot things with my hands for 10 minutes.
I mean, that's why the VR has never interested me, because it's like a gimmick. These games like an arcade game at your house.
Yeah, and it's like, well, some of them are super expensive for no damn reason. Even some of the cheap ones I've bought have been some of the most fun ones. But it's just like it's like pick and choose. It's like once again, it's like rolling a dice, because you don't know what you're gonna get when you get the game. You can't really demo it either. Sometimes you can't, and it's hard to do it. But it's just rolling the dice when you try to pick one of those games and try to play them. So.
Oh, I see a lot of people talking about the old Spider-Man games. Dude, Dion, before the PS4 game, that PS1 game / N64 game.
Yes.
Oh, my fucking heart beats for that game. That was that had its own theme song. The cutscenes were great. It had a great cast. It had a great script. Stan Lee was the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually pay up to $20 to get them to just re-release that game with just up the resolution to the maximum that you could at the time. Make sure it doesn't look clunky, or just put out the Dreamcast version with maxed out stats, or put that out there. That'd be cool. I'd pay $20 to replay that game. It was
100%.
It was cool too, because it was like the biggest Marvel thing before Marvel had movies. It came out the summer of X-Men, so the X-Men movie was there. And yes, I know Blade came out in '98, but remember, folks, it was a good movie. Not everyone realized it was a comic book movie. I know that sounds dumb, but yes,
that was kind of like true. 100% true. Even though it was Marvel in the beginning and it had all the stuff in it, nobody really put two and two together.
Yeah, it was a different time, and I was there in the theaters. Oh God, you had Spider-Man for the Atari 2600. Oh, damn! It's better than Superman for the Atari 2600.
That's damn true.
If they announce a Spider-Man sequel for PlayStation 5, fairly soon, and it's not a Miles Morales game, because I know there's Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS4 and 5 currently, but I'm pretty sure the next Spider-Man game is a backdoor pilot to Miles Morales being the main Spider-Man, meaning Peter will die in the game. This is how I'm guessing the game goes, and I've never read a spoiler, I've never read anything, I don't have anybody telling me this. My guess is Peter develops or interacts with the symbiote, gets the black suit, and then Miles kills him. And that's how Miles becomes the main Spider-Man, because he'll have to kill Peter, or Peter will kill himself to save the city. And so they'll wipe out the Peter Parker. He'll yeet himself out of existence to make Miles Morales the main character.
God,
I hope not.
Well, weren't they showing Miles Morales in the newest game or whatever recently in the trailer?
Yeah, he was a new game where Peter goes out of the country with Mary Jane because she was going to work on something. And that's the game. It's just Miles fighting for New York. So, yeah, man, I can see them trying to make, especially even in the animated movie and into the Spider-Verse, where hey, here's a universe where Peter Parker's dead. It's like, damn,
But even then, like what you just said is kind of an insult to the Miles Morales character. It's like Spider-Man is going on vacation, and he's giving you like the keys to take care of his apartment for like a week, and it's like that's all you're doing is taking care of the apartment for a week while he goes and has fun with his girlfriend. Essentially, that's what it sounds like. And it's like, and I'm sure people are giving it rave reviews because it's diverse, and Spider-Man's not a white guy anymore, and like that's why they're gonna give it rave reviews, and it's gonna get 10 out of 10 and all the other bullshit that it's gonna get.
People would say, Nick, that's so pessimistic to look at that and say they would review it that way. I listen to the way they talk over at IGN. The PlayStation guy, Jonathan Dornbush, does give Miles Morales those kind of bonus points. It's like, dude, it's really how they critique games. People go, we like your show. Why do you make fun of these people in these hyperbolic ways? No, we're just quoting them verbatim.
No, we are. And like yeah, the scenario, if the scenario of the game is like Peter Parker left New York to go chase his girlfriend to Europe because she's like working on her personality or something. And he's literally leaving his keys with Miles Morales. Is just like, yeah, he's basically just taking care of his apartment while he's gone. That's what it sounds like.
You're right. Wow, I can't even... Is it Mahano? I apologize.
Yeah, I don't know.
IGN is ignorant.
IGN is IGN, man. They just so got their heads up their own asses. Fucking IGN.
6 out of 10. Too much water. Now, Xenomorph Skull Hunter. This is probably the meanest yet most on-point super chat ever. So R. Kelly must have been Chuck Berry's Padawan learner?
Damn.
Yep.
You're not wrong. I
know. I mean, I can see that origin story.
Oh, God.
Adam Wofford has an important question, Dion. You might want to rethink your life. You don't want to.
Geez.
He says also the Spartans would have sex with each other to strengthen their bonds. So, Dion, are you sure you want to go with that?
I was talking about us doing it. I was just making a reference. I'm not saying I want to, more power to him. That was a couple thousand years ago, but your boy ain't banging his battle bros.
That is true. That is definitely not.
I remember learning about the Spartans like in high school and like all the stuff, like all the things they did, everything they did. And when the movie came out in 300, I was just like, wait a second.
Are these guys gonna fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, this movie's rated R. What are they gonna do?
Well, we're all oiled up and had like no shirts on.
Yeah, but it wasn't an Ang Lee picture, so unless Ang Lee's the director, it's not going to
be. Thank God. That would have been a whole different tone.
You're right. Waiting for sequel.
Shout out to our buddy Echo Base Network. How you doing, man? Thanks for everything. I appreciate that. So let's see what else we have. Merlin's Id says the creature from the Black Taint.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
Just sounds nasty.
It does.
Edward Coleman, thank you very much. He says, excuse the no punctuation. Dyslexia is a bitch. As a top-tier Patreon supporter, do we still get to suggest movie watch parties? Yes, you do. Okay. Just send us the requests on Patreon. As I said, we started the season off with Mortal Kombat. That was a lot of fun. We're going to do more. But as I said, folks, at the beginning of April, this bullshit happened in my building. This stupid 3-day notice to evict incurable nuisance thing, which is bullshit. We're fighting it in court for a reason. Anyway, long story short, everything slowed the channel down. I move in about 2 weeks, and once I get moved in, then we will have dates. I've even talked to the guys behind the scenes. Like, we're already going to be doing more channel stuff together. So be on the lookout, Edward. And yeah, just recommend it. I don't have an official list. The only thing I am locked into is Quarter Black Garrett is going to watch the Ninja Turtles film with us. So, that's about it. Just send in your recommendations, folks, your requests, and we'll do tons of ones where everyone can vote on them too. Matt Hepp, thank you. He says, Zoe Deschanel without bangs looks like she wants to sell me car insurance and all of the options. Also looking forward to stealing Solo.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, Matt, thank you very much for backing Stealing Solo. The file is going to go to the printer tomorrow, and I'm going to send them the payment tomorrow. So that's it. Like, the file's on its way. The book will be here over the summer, and we'll be documenting it. I'll do a live stream here's how it happens, folks. Because of the size of the channel, how fortunate I am to be able to, sell comics at that level, we don't just get a couple boxes. A whole pallet comes to the front door, which is really cool, but really bad because you have to carry each box up flights of stairs. So at this new place, I'm up even higher. So I'm dreading carrying another pallet of boxes up the stairs. So maybe you can watch me suffer on a live stream. We can laugh. How's that sound, guys?
I dig it.
Sounds good.
I'm glad you want to laugh at my expense, Dion.
At this point, I cherish the opportunity.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I think Dion laughing once at your expense is okay. I think it's fine.
You're right. I think the judges will allow it.
Yeah, I think they will.
Pick and save, it was bullshit. It wasn't even a money thing. Never missed a rent payment ever. Jessie hasn't in the 6 years she lived here. It was just bullshit. So believe me, there's a reason why we're going to take it to court. But we got an awesome place, awesome dude. And once I get set up, you'll see us, you can see the WCBS offices too. So I'll be bringing stuff out from Ohio over the summer. We can rebuild the office. We can have all the cool shit we had planned originally. So thank you, Merlin's Id. Thank you, Matt, and thank you, Edward. TLJ Screwjob says, remember. And then I scrolled away instantly, so I can't remember it right away. Here we go. Remember that Mortal Kombat fatality where Kung Lao does the buzzsaw, not just through the head, but through the whole body, and started at the taint?
Oh, Lord.
God damn it.
If I'm going to be bisected, I'd rather go head first. Just put me out of my misery instantly. Matt Hepp, thank you. He says Joss burned out after Dollhouse TV wise.
Yo, yeah. TV, that was definitely his last shot.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I never plan on it. I do like Eliza Dushku. She was one of those actresses that was like a low-key crush when I was a teenager, those early years.
Absolutely.
I went and saw that movie, The New Guy, just because I thought she was hot. Now, it was a decent movie. I'm glad I saw it and had fun, but I think that's about as far as I took it.
That movie was really damn funny. It's funnier than it should have been. I really enjoyed the movie.
Didn't suck. He was weird looking, but he was fun.
Yeah.
Does he do serious drama now, or is he just kind of faded away?
He's kind of faded away. Like bargain bin level comedy and romantic comedies. Nothing crazy.
TLJ Screwjob says, my mom was in the audience on the Ricky Lake show, had it taped over the commercials of our Dumb and Dumber VHS, but not the New Jersey Austria scene. Oh, I love that movie so much. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Let's not. Dude, I was trying to make a Fire Marshal Bill button for tonight's episode.
Oh my God.
But I couldn't find the right... Let me tell you something! They just were... I needed something with a lot of oomph and a lot of punch, Absolutely. So, folks, keep sending your recommendations. I always want to include more buttons, and they're a lot of fun. Maybe we'll press some to close out tonight's show. Cesario Japan says, remember Singled Out on MTV with Jenny McCarthy and Carmen Electra?
Oh my God.
I do. I used to watch that show in first grade.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a big dumb game show. I think it was either Carmen Electra first and then the other one, but it like they flip flopped or something. Like they were both on the show around the same time. It was weird.
Carmen Electra. You don't have people like women like Carmen Electra anymore. The last one would be Kim Kardashian, but now she's a business model or a businesswoman and becomes something else. But Carmen Electra was famous for being hot. Yeah, famous for being family. And she was famous for being hot, but she couldn't act. She was in tons of shit, like high profile stuff, but always sucked. But she knew it. Like, you don't have that anymore. You have these people, like, her level of celebrity is now relegated to reality TV and then, like, celebrity endorsed properties like Kylie Jenner and all that shit. She's like the progenitor of the Kardashians in a weird way.
That's very fair.
It's weird to break it down like that. I don't like, actually, I do enjoy taking an academic approach to really stupid entertainment because they do follow trends. There is business reasoning behind all of these terrible things, and they make money. So for as much as I hate Teen Mom, I'm sure there's some guy in an office going, that makes sense, and we will optimize this. And I go, oh, fuck MTV. Stop playing videos, so why do I care?
Right.
Xenomorph. Oh, sorry. He also says Nick might be interested that Carmen Electra got her own vampire comic book.
Huh. Really?
Cesario Japan. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my cousin went to high school with Carmen Electra, same class and everything. So, and my cousin went on to be more successful than her.
I mean,
look, Carmen Electra was in movies and tons of shit, and made it, but my cousin made it even bigger. So good for you, cousin. You beat Carmen Electra.
And something.
Yeah. Well, I guess money's the only thing that matters to some people.
Well, there you go.
Xenomorph Skull Hunter 79 says, family. Garbage daytime talk show. Remember the Jenny Jones show? Yeah.
Jenny Jones? I don't think so.
Oh, dude, I'm going to pull up a picture. I used to watch that again, being sick. I think there was Jenny Jones, years active, 1969 to present. So you guys don't remember this lady was on TV for a while.
I think there was I honestly don't.
Well, the only reason she's notable to me these days, and I highly recommend you check out her YouTube channel, because this was her back in the 90s. She was just your average 90s talk show host, not offensive, not whatever. But nowadays, she does cooking on YouTube, but they're like oddly sexually suggestive. It's weird. She's like, spank it. She's talking about like spanking the food, and she's like, "Ooh, mama liking all this shit." I'm like, Jenny Jones, what the fuck?
Slow the fuck down.
Yeah, dude,
we're in a school area.
So I clicked the people also searched for tab next to the Jenny Jones show.
Oh, fuck.
Do you guys remember? Well, of course we remember the Maury Povich show.
Uh-huh.
It turned into Maury, which is, one of the biggest paternity test
God
ever.
Yeah.
More men have clinched their assholes on television because of that show than any other show, because they won't know if they'll have to pay child support forever. And they look at Maury as the guy that gets them out. It's like that scene in It's Always Sunny when Dennis goes to the lawyer and he's like, okay, your mom left you the house, and he keeps going to the lawyer, hey bro, thanks for the house. And the lawyer's like, that's not how this works. That's how I feel like Maury was, because these dudes were like, thank you, Maury. It's like Maury's like, I didn't make sure that kid wasn't yours. Like, that wasn't me. I just read this piece of paper. That show was that was like the worst of trash TV in the early 2000s. Did I robot out?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So anyway, thank you, Cesario Japan, for the Jenny Jones show. Or sorry, that was Xenomorph Skull Hunter. Doug Keller says The Great Taint Detective, directed by Nick. What do you say, Nick? You got that in you?
Yeah, man. I'm down. And Axel Broad needs some competition. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Dion's asleep.
I remember that murder that you're talking about, Gabrea Bradley. I think it was a gay dude had like professed his love for somebody, and then the person got embarrassed and beat him up. It's a terrible situation, and I think that's what ended up ruining the show. Right? I'll have to look that up. I know you guys wouldn't know off the top of your head.
Yeah.
So, folks, we're going to be talking about Attack of the Clones in a moment. That'll be a fun topic, but let's see what's up with some more Taint talk. Jello Man Steve. Oh, that screen name. He says, Grumpy Old Taint and Grumpy Old Taint 2.
Hey, Dion. Are you awake, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, man.
Wrong! Oh, Jesus.
Did you want Buffalo Jeff to wake you up instead?
Fuck. No, I'm not complaining about Lex Luthor. Don't be throwing that motherfucker's name in the hat here.
Yeah, sure. Adam Offord, sorry, Job says, for Taint, Lieutenant Taint ice cream. I don't want to eat any. No, go pass. Adam Wofford says, Jeff, the Battle Beyond the Taint is a play on Battle Beyond the Stars, a Roger Corman old school B movie from the early 80s. Oh, yep. Okay. I was thinking it was either Battle of the Planets or what is the anime about the boat in space?
The anime about the boat, I have no idea.
Yeah, there's like a boat in America. Anyway, folks, somebody in the chat will know right away. That's the show I was thinking about. TLJ Screwjob says, in article diversity put before good fight scenes. Yeah, TLJ Screwjob, I noticed that, and I thought to myself, I'm glad their priorities are straight. I'm so glad as a consumer that these people have told me that a movie is good just because it's diverse. Like I argued and debated 3 years ago at the beginning of all of this stuff, The Last Jedi is not a good movie just because it's diverse. I argued, I was over on the Writer Junkie channel. That's so cool. He's been super nice and patient about responses, but yeah, I debated that years ago. Diversity's fine. It doesn't make a movie bad, but it doesn't make a movie good. A good movie with a diverse cast is a good movie. That's it. It's a good movie. And a bad movie with a diverse cast is just
Battleship Yamato. Is that it?
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Star Blazers, aka Space. Yeah, okay. It's Dion snoring on the the little guy's tuckered out. It must have been a rough day.
Well, we'll just mute him for a minute.
Okay.
And then we'll invite him back. Adam Wofford, thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, in cast of DSN was far more diverse than Black Panther. Also, it's a rumor, but I have heard that someone wants to make Ghost of Tsushima movie. But can you guess what kind of cast they want?
All Asian.
It should only be Japanese because it takes place in Japan, right?
Okay. Hey man, I don't know. I'm not a big anime guy. Sorry, people.
No, it's a PlayStation game that came out last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it was all Japan, I'm sure. I hope they do it, but they're probably not going to. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm firmly in the camp of, oh, you're adapting a game that takes place. I think it's feudal Japan. Yeah, it should just all be Japanese people, and there should be no marketing about how it's a diverse cast because it's all Japanese people. It's a period piece. 100%. I'm using a very monotone voice to slap people in the face with common sense. Yes, period pieces should have people accurate to the era, and there should be no praising the film for anything progressive. It takes place in whatever year. Represent that year, not 2020's take on that year. Give us the most honest, sobering look, or give us a fantasy version of that within the confines of what that era would be. It's so easy to do this shit. But for some reason, you get stupid people in these boardrooms that get to make the powerful decisions. I'm not saying you need to hand it off to the fans, but at least get people that know what they're doing. Richard Donner knew what he was doing. Sam Raimi knew what he was doing. You know, not everybody needs to be a lifelong fan, but not everybody needs to be, you know, the most, hot person at the moment. Just get the right person. That's the most important thing. Zach Z, thank you very much. He sends in a super chat that says, discovered by the Germans in 1904. They named it San Diego, which is, of course, German. It means a whale's taint. Ron Burgundy. Good old San Diego whales.
San Diego.
All right, he's still out.
That's hilarious.
I get it, bro. We're gonna read the super chats and we're gonna read the Star Wars thing, and then we'll close out the show.
I promise, Dion.
You can't even hear it right now.
God damn it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I think it was Darth Fatass or somebody on Patreon's like, you should get a recording of that Buffalo Jeff stuff and put it in Dion's ears when he's sleeping. Or no, play it in the car over Bluetooth, which I will. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
Xenomorph Skull Hunter, thank you very much. We had read yours about Dirty Callahan or John McClane. Xenomorph Skull Hunter also says, welcome to the party, pal. That's a great scene from a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a great guest who's now joined us. Demi Moore's Tapeworm is here, folks. So thank you, Demi Moore's Tapeworm. He says, hello from below. Hello from above. He also says, or they also say, excuse me, because a tapeworm is, I don't know. Jeff, I finally got my Mafex Hush Superman. Good. I'm glad you got yours. I got mine, like I said, a while ago. I haven't had a chance to really look at it too long, so you'll probably get to know it better than I have, or I do currently. But it's a nice looking toy, and what I enjoy about Mafex, besides what they choose to make, is that they somehow know how to take 2D art and make a great 3D representation of it. So these figures look like Jim Lee art come to life. And yeah, some of them have quality control issues. Companies need to fix that. That's paramount, but they're nowhere near as bad as NECA. So until these companies are dropping the ball as often as that place, I'm going to look the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'm at least going to say, hey, NECA does it too. 007 Cloud says, yes, they diluted the coolness of the symbiotes. They were mostly interesting from their ties to Spidey. Take the relationship with Spidey away, and you just get a hollow, shapeless goo of a movie. I like that. I like that pun. He also says, 007 Cloud, he also says Maximum Carnage was much better. Mark Bagley Venom is the GOAT, though. I agree.
Oh, wow.
007 Cloud, Mark Bagley Venom is the best. I'm going to show a picture of it real quick for the audience because why not? Venom, there you go. So, folks, if you don't know who Mark Bagley is, he's a very prominent Spider-Man artist of the 90s. Mostly, well, okay, his Spider-Man run was in the 90s, but his Ultimate Spider run started in the year 2000, and that, at one point, I think that comic book series became the longest-running collaboration between a creative team uninterrupted. I'm pretty sure it held that title. It used to be like Fantastic Four with Stan and Jack, and then pretty sure that beat it. But so, folks, if you're wondering who Mark Bagley is, he's this artist right here, and we all know his Venom. This great, it's awesome.
Oh,
kicks ass.
Awesome.
Oh wait, no, that's not him. Sorry, this is somebody copying Mark Bagley's style.
Okay.
Let me actually pull up the real deal. Excuse me. Where's the? I want a very specific image of it, but we'll just pull up this cover because we all know this one too. But yeah, this is when I close my eyes. This is what I think of when I think of Venom, and I really, I love it. There we are. So back to the audience. But Mark Bagley's Venom is great. The Maximum Carnage game, also to its difficulty level, was much more satisfying. It was a harder game, but the payoff was great. And I thought the cutscenes and stuff made it feel more than your average game. Remember when we would play the Ninja Turtle arcade game as a kid, and they had those cool little cutscenes. They go cowabunga, they jump off the roof and shit. Maximum Carnage.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Lacking levels, thank you very much. He says, Jeff, you have to remember that Sony has to take what they can without Spider-Man unless they have him leave the MCU or put Venom in the MCU. Now, lacking levels, the reason I said what I said, though, is that the Morbius film is supposed to have MCU connections. So are there now like 3 different Spider-Man movie timelines? Because I thought they had told us that that Venom and Morbius were in the same universe, and based on the Morbius trailer, we see that Michael Keaton's in it, so that ties him. in the MCU into that world. So that's where my confusion comes from. I honestly think some of the legalese of this contract, obviously we're not going to know, but what the public gets to know is what's most convenient for the situation. So the audience can debate why not and talk about it without ever stopping the conversation. I think they look at it as another form of the marketing. With like, hey, the audience wants to get involved with everything down to the fine print on the contract. Cool, let them have it. It's going to bring in money. I guess that's how they feel. Xenomorph Skullhunter, how he feels, F Miles Morales. Not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it was. Personally, I feel like Miles Morales is just a tokenized character that they just like lumped in because, like, oh yeah, it's a kid who wears Air Force Ones and he's black and he's just gonna be Spider-Man. It's like, that's not how you do that. And then to me, that it seems even more racist than you not having a black character.
The Salty Vet, I'm with you to a degree. 007 Cloud, again, thank you very much. He says, if Miles had his own personality and was played by Michael Jai White or Wesley Snipes, I'd actually respect the character.
Ooh, shit. Like an older version? Dude, either of those guys would be... Yeah, if they did that and we had like, flashes of his backstory like throughout the movie as he was a kid, I'd pay good money for that because I fucking love both those guys. They're crazy talented, and I feel bad that Hollywood does not use them as much as they should.
I would watch an older Miles Morales film over a younger one because I think I just reached the point where I don't want to watch kids, doing shit like that. I don't care about kids superheroes. I'm not going to watch a Robin movie. I'd watch a Nightwing movie. I'd watch a Batman movie with Robin in it. But I think I'm over young superheroes.
Yeah.
The ones that appeal to me are older, and Invincible looks cool, so I'll pull that criticism away from that show. But Marvel has had its success with older superheroes, with the exception of Spider-Man. The $1 billion ones, Captain America, the character's in his hundreds, but still Chris Evans is like close to 40. Robert Downey Jr. is in his 50s and has been. He's almost 60 now, I think. So, the precedence of these older heroes is not a big deal. And I think the older I get, I just, I gravitate towards the ones I guess I'm closer to in age. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is 56 years old.
Jesse worked his 50th birthday party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have the poster in our living room.
Like that's badass.
He had customized posters made of famous Hollywood movies, but they would replace a title with a word, and the word was pizza. But they would add it. So it's Dog Day Afternoon with a pizza. So I have a Dog Day Afternoon with a pizza poster in my living room.
That's awesome. That's a weird thing to do, but that sounds kind of eccentric in his way that he would probably do it.
At Loudy's wedding, ask Jesse to tell you the stories. The weddings, the birthday party stories are pretty fucking cool about Al Pacino and Samuel L. Jackson and all this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't go. I didn't know her, and I don't know these people. So I'm just like everyone else. Yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with the Avengers and eat sushi, but...
Don't you mean shawarma?
Okay, there's a really good shawarma place. When you come out here, we'll go. Let's see. Is Dion awake yet?
Hold on.
Hey, Dion? Okay. Well, this super chat is directed towards Dion. Maybe it'll wake him up.
It puts the lotion on its taint.
No.
Yes!
No.
It worked. It fucking
worked. What did I tell you?
He's back to sleep again. Oh God.
We're gonna mute Dion for the time being. But Jillian, that was a WCBS classic moment on air right there, folks.
He just says don't and then goes back to sleep.
TLJ Screwjob, I did not hear Jerry Conway is mad about Power Girls' boobs. Is he mad that they're big and luscious, or is he mad that they're being covered up? Because I'd be mad if they adapted the character and they weren't part of... Like, you got to have Christina Hendricks or someone very specific play Power Girl, because like certain identifiers, her boobs are part of her identity, and I don't think it's right in 2020 to take away someone's identity, fictional or real. So, we got to respect.
Yeah, I mean, as from what I'm seeing is that the top of that costume is cut that way for a reason. So,
look it. They call it a boob window, but it's a key to open any door. I can't even stop. I can't even make the joke. I was thinking about it. I was like,
oh, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Samurai Vader, thank you very much. I'm reading the chat response to Dion waking up to Buffalo Jeff. Oh, we'll have to tell Kendo about that.
Well, it's immortalized forever in our podcast.
Samurai Vader, thank you very much. He says, I just received a copy of Stealing Solo. It looks great. Well, Samurai Vader, thank you for backing it. I'm glad your package arrived safely and that you enjoy the book. Thank you again, though. Demi Moore's Tapeworm says, what lies beneath the taint? And folks...
Am I the only one on here now, Jeff?
Still in demand longer. And what?
Okay, you roboted out for a second, just making sure.
Oh, thank you. I'd rather you tell me that I roboted out than say everything. So all I was saying is, since we had a super chat from Samurai Vader telling us that he got his Stealing Solo, folks, you can get the Fandom Menace edition of it. The campaign is closed, but it is still in demand. And so here's the link to pick that up. You can get the book and the trading cards. So grab that. That stuff ships out over the summer. This version of Stealing Solo is 112 pages. It's got Fandom Menace section. It's got some cool behind-the-scenes bonus stuff. When I was formatting the pages, I decided... Actually, it's not even deciding. When making this book, I went, what do I like to read in comics? And so I thought, when I get a trade paperback, my favorite thing is to see unused art or behind-the-scenes stuff. So what I did is I went back and I pulled out... there was a piece of unused art for the original cover, which I found, so I popped that in the book. Then I got the rough version of the cover that I gave to Anna, the rough version that she sent back to me, and then I have little bits and information, and I wrote like a little narrative to tell you, like, oh, this is how this happened, and then this. And then I even went and threw in, like, every piece of anything made for Stealing Solo. For example, like, if you got the first campaign and you got one of those early bird certificates, awesome. If you didn't and you don't know what it is, in this version of the book, you'll see exactly what I mean. It was this little certificate that people got. And it was an homage to the old Star Wars toys. And that's what the packaging of the book, or the book design is an homage to that too, including the racing stripes. So Samurai Vader, thank you very much for all your kind words. And folks, if you want to get in on that, the link is in the chat right now. The link is in the description of every video. And again, those books ship out over the summer, and we will have a new comic later this year. So TLJ Screwjob says, how's Kanye feeling? How does Kanye feel getting our I mean,
you wrote it out again.
True. Oh, let me reread that. Welcome back to Jan. TLJ Screwjob asks, how's Kanye feel getting Ray J's sloppy seconds?
Pretty
well,
good.
I know how. I guess how Kanye feels about this is more transparent.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Didn't even wake him.
Oh man, nope, nothing.
Shaolin Wright says there was a Cosby Kid with a talk show. Tempest, anyone? Tempest Bledsoe had her own TV show.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Oh, it's still on. Right? No, wait. No, sorry. This is Tempest, a Chinese TV show. Sorry, from 2011 that's still on right now. I was trying to find her.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Not the same show. Not the same show at all.
Okay.
What a weird way to honey dick yourself. What? How could you get honey dicked? I wasn't excited for the show.
We were surprised it was still on.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Jesus, really? It had a longer life than the Cosby Show. Skull Hunter 79. Thank you. He says Star Blazers, aka Space Battleship Yamato. Probably what I was mistaking. And then there's like Battle of the Planets or shit, right?
Yeah.
There's not Battle of the Stars. There's Battle of the Network Stars. Maybe that's what I'm mistaking too. Demi Moore's Tapeworm says, did you guys see that African statue reveal in New York City?
No.
New York, let's check it out real quick. Sanford Biggers Oracle at Rockefeller Center. Oh, it's okay. It looks like a giant. Oh, it's just like a statue of a guy in a chair with a giant head and a torch.
Okay.
He looks like the Watcher from Marvel, honestly. Oh shit, Galactus is coming, watch out. Oh shit, when the Watcher appeared in New York City, it heralded the coming of We're done. This statue
Wait, hold on. What's going on, Jeff? Do I need to know something?
Yeah, in the comic books Fantastic Four, the Watcher appeared, and then the Silver Surfer came as a herald of Galactus to prepare for Galactus to eat the planet and destroy it. So this statue is the first step. So next the Silver Surfer comes, then Galactus arrives to eat the planet. Sadly, there is no Fantastic Four, so we're all fucked.
My God. Well, it was good. It was good knowing everybody.
It was a great run.
It's a great run, yeah. Hopefully we can broadcast some episodes into space so some lonely aliens will hear us.
Dixon Cider, thank you very much. He says, I'm glad you could mute Dion. His flapping prison wallet was driving me nuts.
Oh, man. And I love that comment.
SJ Shady 0169 says, hey gang, I'm on Disney Plus and cannot find the Gina Carano episode of Running Wild. Was it removed again? I have not looked.
Really? That's interesting.
Oh, it's Discovery Plus, right? Is that what it's on? I don't have Discovery.
Oh yeah, Discovery Plus. Yeah. No, I don't have it either.
I have Paramount Plus, and I shouldn't. I need to get rid of it because it's really terrible. Like every time I talk about it, I get angry, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say it.
I keep hearing that Viacom, who owns Nickelodeon, is going to give one of these fucking networks all their shit. It's either I remember that they signed a contract with Netflix like 2 years ago. Nothing came of that. They were going to be on Paramount Plus, and I heard something with Hulu as well. It's like, give one VOD thing all of this shit, including all 3 seasons of Pete and Pete, all the episodes of Salute Your Shorts, all the Are You Afraid of the Dark. Just give them everything, please, so we can all enjoy them, and not you guys, not you assholes, keep them in some fucking vault somewhere. Because it's not doing you anything. They're not making any money by you just keeping them, all in one place like that. So,
thank you, Freddie Delgado, for your very kind words. You guys are the fantastic world-class bullshitters. Yes, we'll do it.
Goddamn right we are.
Dion's the invisible girl. He agrees. Let's see. Demi Moore's Tapeworm again. Thank you very much. Notice how Miles Morales takes his mother's last name and not his father's. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't like that.
That's a lot.
Here's the thing. If that's a real world thing, that's a different personal decision. But this is a character choice that they're like trying to make the character more progressive, and that's an intentional choice. That's not any listener, viewer, game player trying to read into something to get YouTube content or to look for a deeper meaning. These are all creative choices. I've created characters. A lot of people have created shit. You decide that. You're influenced by stuff. These people are influenced by that, the modern world. Cool. If that's what you want, maybe that character's for you. I just want cool stuff. I don't get cool stuff from derivative characters like Miles Morales. Demi Moore's Tapeworm says, looks like a kid with hydrocephalus. I always think of the movie The Burbs when Carrie Fisher's like, yeah, the neighbor would get drunk because he was a hydrocephalic and he would get drunk and fall down the stairs.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's a great movie. Jason Voorhees was a hydrocephalus. Or cephalic.
Now, is he really though? Or is he just a poltergeist?
He might be a poltergeist. That's your favorite movie, right, Nick?
Yeah. Poltergeist is actually pretty good, man. It's not bad. That third one though is kind of iffy because everything moves, from the small house in the country to the middle of New York City during a fucking thunderstorm, and it's so weird.
Thank you, Leo Slayer of SJWs, because his name would be Miles Davis, which would be 2 on the nose. Okay. And they want to show that he's Hispanic.
God.
That's what Leo Slayer of SJWs also said. I don't know. I mean, I would read Miles Davis Spider-Man more than Miles Morales Spider-Man. I also would love to read Michael Douglas Batman instead of Michael Keaton Batman, but that's just
that'd be interesting. he doesn't only save Gotham, but he also is really good at stocks.
Now, this is probably the meanest but funniest super chat I've seen in a long time from The I See No Evil. My grandpa said our generation relies too much on technology. I replied, no, you rely too much on technology. Then I pulled his life support.
Whew. That's a
spicy fucking meme.
Yeah, that is goddamn spicy.
Hey Kendo, listen to Dion snore.
Beef neck.
Nothing.
Oh, he did. All right, so I'm going to mute him. Let's close out the show. So, Nick, is there anything you would like to say to the audience before we put this baby to bed?
I will be posting the trailer for Mother's Once Upon a Nightmare throughout the week on all social media. Make sure you guys go and find it and give it a like and give it a comment. So this way it can spread a little further and more people will know about it and we can get super fucking famous from it. So yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yes, folks. If you read the comic that we're all in, I'm also in this movie. So
Jeff has a cooking segment in the movie.
Debbie Moore's tapeworm, thank you. His dad's name is Jefferson Davis, the same as the president of the Confederate States during the Civil War. Kind of weird. This is Miles Morales' father. I remember that.
Oh my god. Of course it is, and they're not going to say anything about it because it's just how they are. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fucking out there. Just like Demi Moore's tapeworm. I mean, great screen name. Now, folks, we have reached the end of episode 365, which means the last episode of this computer for WCBS. Now, on the Sunday Hangover, we'll talk about this Rotten Tomatoes article. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is the worst, most cringeworthy Star Wars movie ever made. I think the narrative needs to switch. Yes, Attack of the Clones is dumb, but we lived through the sequels. Let's stop. Let's stop trying to act like we didn't.
Yeah.
So, folks, I dropped the link to the comic again in the chat. You can pick that up. Get the trading cards. For those who backed it in the appropriate time, you will be getting your magnets with your book and all your other fun stuff. So be on the lookout for that. As I said, over the summer, we will be on schedule, as it says on the Indiegogo. But be on the lookout for more videos. Admittedly, some of the stuff this week has been, keeping me occupied. It's been taxing. So I'm going to be pumping out more videos, like I said, to expect when we can get moved in. I got to finally get back into a production with the right setup and the right stuff. So it's been an awesome couple of months for the channel, but like I said, we want to go to 250 this year, so we're going to put it into high gear to make that happen. So you guys can help. Spread the word. Tell people. We're taking no prisoners. We never have. We just kill them. We're not Switzerland. We don't go by the Geneva Convention.
Damn, all right. It's getting crazy up in here.
Yeah, it's serious.
Kendo, we miss you, buddy.
We do. We really do. So I'm gonna say that's it. That's the show for tonight, folks. So thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Guess what, motherfucker?